Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, man. It's Thursday already. Amazing. This is the Anthony Gargano Show, presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook Online Casino app. All right, couple things to get you started. One, don't forget tomorrow. We are live at Stateside Live for the big World Cup draw, right? I can't wait for this. It's going to be fun. We're going to find out what groups are going to be here in Philadelphia, what countries we'll get to see. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's all kinds of great giveaways. All right. Flyers tickets, World Cup tickets, 2 tickets on American Airlines to anywhere in the country. Like, you can win a lot of stuff. Do yourself a favor, RSVP, and come down tomorrow, man. It's going to be a lot. We're going to have a blast. So we're going to do the show there live, and then I'm going to MC the event, and really looking forward to it. So try to come down and hang out with us. We'd love to see you. Before we get into the Eagles, because that's going to dominate, and I have a fan thing that I want to kind of focus on after Patullo addressed the egging. Can I just tell you, I love watching the Flyers. All right. All right. I enjoy watching the Flyers. This is another, again, last night, they are up for 3 goals in a minute. Like, what? This is again, they did that. They're just a fun team, man. Like, Zegras, are you kidding me how good he is? Not for nothing, but Danny Briere, wow, what an offseason. He and Jonesy, man, talking about hitting it out of the park. But Zegras is just a star. Vladar, like, they're going to be good. Like, you could see it, man. The seedlings of success with the Flyers. And the building, there's an excitement in the building again. Man, I love watching them. They're fun. They're just they're fun. It's the thing that has been missing, right? Like, they're fun and they're going to be good. Like, they're going to be good. This reminds me of the Phillies in 2006. Like, you had the new ballpark. We were kind of enjoying it. You could see the future a little bit, right? You saw, Jimmy, right? So the future stars. We heard about Hamels. He was about to come up the next year, right? Like, Howard. This was still Tomey, but it was still fun. Like, that reminds me of the 2006 Phillies. And maybe like a blend of the 2006, 2007. Remember, 2007, they make the playoffs for the first time in forever. So, I don't know. I love it. I just didn't want to get them lost before we get into the Eagles, and we got Pat coming up, and there's so much to talk about. But let's give a little Flyers love after last night's win against the Sabres. All right. So yesterday, Patullo addressed the egging of his house, and we know it's reprehensible, right? Like, just come on. It's ridiculous, right? You got your family, and you got to, I appreciate the Eagle fan, but my God, guys, like, we got to tone it down. We got to tone it down. People are just out of control with this whole thing. But Patullo handled it, I thought, in a very classy manner, right? Like, we have that thing. You want to let's play a little montage, but I thought he handled it the right way, which is like, it's family and it's, but we need to move forward. Like, I feel bad for him in this sense. He doesn't want to be the story, right? Like, he's not looking to be the forefront of the whole thing. He just wants him to do his job and hope, try to win and move forward. And, it's a tough spot, right? Like, you're feeling your way through it. I do think the biggest issue with the offense is more Sirianni than even him, right? Because he's calling from a menu. And if the menu's bad, then the menu's bad. Like, you can only call whatever dish is in the menu. You know, if you're going to have, frozen chicken parmesan, like, it's not going to be good. Like, you know that. It's just going to be horrible. So whatever you call, you're calling from those items. And I'm not giving him a pass because, I don't think he's done a good job, and I get it. I just kind of, from a human standpoint, I kind of feel for the guy because it's just a tough job, bad job, and, you come around, you have to answer questions about your house getting egged. So, well, I thought he was great in handling the whole thing. I want to get into the subject of the fan. All right. So I love how passionate we are. Again, there's nothing like it in the world. Oh, well, in this country, right? Like, we're much more like the rest of the world with soccer than any other fan base in this country. I worked in New York. I worked in Chicago. All right. New York could be very tough. It's not as tough as Philadelphia. It's just not. It's not as passionate, and they love it up there, right? They love Boston. I spent a lot of time in Boston. It's a great fan base, right? It's probably more like us. We're probably cousins, right? More like us than even New York is. There's nothing like Philadelphia, good and bad. Now, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but there is a dark side of caring that deeply. And the dark side manifests itself in, let's take Friday's game. I'm not saying you shouldn't boo because, you should boo. You should grouse. I get it. But the idea of it doesn't change how teams perform. Peter Schrager from Fox was on and was talking about it and saying it makes it really hard to win because of how much the fans care. And this is our thing. Like, we're sports. That's what we do. We're not the big metropolitan de facto capital of the world like New York. We're not erudite Boston. We're not the political capital of the world in D.C. We're not the entertainment capital, which is L.A. We're about sports. We have history and sports, and that's who we are. For a major city, we are a small town. So that's who we are. Does it work against what we love? It's like this curse that we're bestowed upon, right? We love sports so much. We care so deeply. We want to win so badly that there is an innate pressure on every team in this city. And sometimes that care can be the great wind behind the sail, right? And it blows forward, and it's all great, and it's dancing on my own, and it's Citizens Bank Park, and everybody's loving it, right? Like, players are loving it, and fans are loving you. It's the Eagles. We all we need, right? It's Super Bowls. It's a whole thing. Championship games. And then when things are going well, Friday, the offense is struggling, no confidence. 3 and out, start to mount. Boo! And again, I'm not telling you shouldn't boo, but does that boo work against them? Does it make them more tight? Right? Does Jalen, who never throws interceptions, throw an interception like he did on Friday because he feels the need to make a play on 3 and out? Like, I can't go 3 and out again. I don't want to hear the crowd. I'm going to try to make a play. And he tries to make a play and he throws a pick, right? Because there's this innate pressure. You got no more 3 and outs. Make a play, execute, right? Does that play a factor in it? Like, if that Bears game is on the road, do they actually win the game? It's a fair question to ask, because if you're loose, you're freer, not as tight because of, listen, it's hard playing when you get booed, man. It's no fun. Do you swing bats better when there's no murmurers and no grousing? Do you swing more freely? You're not grounding the bat into sawdust because it's just human reaction that you don't want to get castigated by the like. That's fair. It's such an interesting phenomenon, and I want to talk about it today with VG and Pat McClune's coming up and Franny Films, and we're going to get to everybody. But it's an interesting dynamic as to how much we care and if our devotion to the game, whatever game it is, could actually work against us. Good morning, VG.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, buddy.
I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll fire it up.
All right.
Yeah. I think in times, certain players it can. I don't know if it affects Jalen that way. I think there are definitely certain players who it does.
Okay, so let me stop you, and we'll kind of talk through it.
Yeah.
I don't mean that Jalen's not going to melt. Like, he's not wired that way. Like, he's a tough kid, right? Like, he's not melting or anything like that.
Like Wentz, yes.
Well, he was different, right? Like, he was a puddle, right? Like, so
puddle,
right? So Jalen's not like that. So he's got fortitude and he's a tough kid. So, however, when you're in that environment, it may force, like, he wouldn't even know it, right? Like, it's not even something that you can intellectually discern in your mind.
No, I know what you're saying.
But you hear boos, the crowd's antsy, you're going 3 and out. There's a pressure to make a play. And that could come into play in throwing that pick.
I mean, it could. He's going to throw a pick at some point. I actually think it works in the opposite. I think that really great scoring drive we saw is because of the boos. I think that makes them switch their game up a little bit and be like, we got to get to what works because we got to do something here. They're crushing us with the boos. That's what I think. I don't know if you see that scoring drive with play calling. If there's no boos, I think they just keep sticking with what they're doing.
It comes from a booer. That's the words of a booer.
Right. Certified booer.
That's right. Here is CBA.
Well, you can't say the boo has a negative effect, but that doesn't also encourage them to do positive things.
There are people who like.
Yes, I can.
No,
yes,
it does both.
Yes, I can. The love, the over love, like we can love more than anybody in the world. We can love you.
Yeah.
That helps. You can't tell me that booing helps. I disagree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it helps at all.
I think it helps create a sense of urgency.
I think there are some people who are fueled by it. I think they hear that and they want that. They want people to say that they're not going to be good. There are people who are driven off that.
Ball, nobody.
Oh, you went there.
Nobody.
You actually played.
But it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply in just sports. It applies in everything. When you have someone who's doubting you or telling you can't do something, does that fuel you to be a better person? I think it does. I've been doubted in many things in my life, and it has made me a better person because of that.
Yeah,
to prove someone wrong.
That's a completely different scenario. I completely disagree with you. When somebody
when he gets booed in the chat, he's much better producer, man.
Yeah, exactly. Boo me, chat
together, man.
No, I mean, in the context of sports, you're booed on the road. Players like that, like yeah, man, I'm going to stick it to these people. When you're at home, there is an innate feeling that this is my haven. And being booed at home is no fun. It does not go, oh yeah, I love it. I love when I get booed. Dude, I've been in locker rooms my whole life. I've never had one guy say, oh gosh, I love it when they boo me.
Who said that people love being booed? We're just saying it can
I disagree with it. I don't think it has any positive effect on you at all. Like, you're trying to spin it, okay. But I disagree with you. I mean,
I just don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think if you're saying it has a negative effect, I could say it has a positive effect, and we both could be right.
I don't see how that. I think they are mutually exclusive. So whatever. And again,
Fires, you have to have a good show. I mean, you told me a minute before we went on, you hate me. That's like a boo. You booed me a minute before we come on.
First of all,
so now coming out, I'm like, let's go. Let's have a good show.
Stop trying
together.
You guys are trying to use comparisons of real life in this thing, and I think it's apples and oranges.
Why?
Because I don't think it's germane. Going out and playing a sport in front of 80,000 people is completely different.
Hold on, I gotta look up germane. Closely related. Yeah, I think they're related.
I don't a little bit. I really don't. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Being doubted is not being in the middle of trying to do something. Like it doesn't. It's not the same. It's not
in the middle of trying. He's not at the line of scrimmage getting booed. It's a bad play. You boo, and it.
Dude, stop. Listen, I'm not telling you it's bad. I'm just talking about the idea of it, and if it makes it hard. Like Peter Schrager said it, and I thought I agreed with him that it makes it harder to win. Right now, again, it's sweeter. It's better when you win, no doubt. It's much sweeter winning here than anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But the pressure, there is a real dramatic
powder keg here.
Pressure to perform.
Yeah.
It's a pressure cooker city.
Bad?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, bad. I don't know. Is it it's not bad or good.
It's fine with certain players.
Let me rephrase. It's not bad or good. It's just makes it more difficult.
You're saying it doesn't help.
It makes it more difficult, which is the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it can be constructive.
I don't. Not a little bit.
Well, it's a guy who's never booed in his life.
I don't.
And a guy who occasionally boos.
Listen, I'm not against it. I'm not anti-boo. I'm not. I'm just. I find it to be a fascinating discussion because it goes beyond just the act of booing, right? Because we boo in several different connotations. Like our boos have different meanings to it. It's not even about the boo itself. It's more about, you called it a powder keg, right?
Yeah.
A pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it more difficult.
I mean, when we expect things, well, yeah, it does. Sure. I mean,
that's it. That's all I'm saying.
We're definitely more difficult than Charlotte. Yes. Yes.
But it's a fascinating kind of study of I'm fascinated by how we are. And it's almost like this Twilight Zone episode.
So what?
So the episode is like, you want something so bad, you love something so much, you have just incredible love for sports like us. We love sports so much, but the love works against you in not getting what you want.
You're blaming all the years of
I'm not blaming
misery.
No, there's bad players.
You're saying it's a contributing factor.
But and this is my theory.
That it's a contributing factor.
I could be wrong.
I think he's right. I agree with him.
So you think if there wasn't as much pressure, we'd have more championships here?
Maybe.
I think the history. I think
hogwash. I say hogwash.
I think
the history of non-success in this city has really affected how we are as fans today, because we expect
Sacramento. They don't boo in Sacramento. They got no titles in Sacramento.
Because they have nothing. But now that we're winners, and now that we're seeing this team as a potential dynasty team where they were dreck for years, so the fans are like, I want
championships in Seattle. There's plenty of places where there's no pressure. They got no championships.
Well, part of it is you're talking about small market teams that don't get the paid, right? Like you still need players. This isn't the only reason, right?
Yeah, you're saying this should be a factor.
But is it a factor? I kind of think so.
I think so as well.
You know, I mean, what we see
hanging out with two thin-skinned, soft guys here.
Hey, I also said the boo's okay.
Paul, I'm not telling you it's wrong. I think we should be who we are. I think it makes us completely unique. I think it's great. I'm not telling you to stop.
I hear what you're saying. You're not arguing whether to boo or not. You're just arguing whether it makes it more difficult.
I'm just pointing out that I think it's an interesting phenomenon. It's like this Twilight Zone episode. Like, I know this is a big big thing. There's no judgment behind it. It's just I'm trying to
saying we're
describe
doing
the
it to ourselves, as Radiohead once said.
It's an interesting kind of like I'm curious to see what Pat has to say about that. And again,
I'm gonna boo Pat to see if he changes his performance when he comes on.
Hey, when there's 80,000 people booing you,
Yeah,
before a show, then you can talk to me. All right, but
there's like 5 booing us right now.
Right.
We're all right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 people, who cares, right? 5 people, you can just go like this. Hey, right? But
I do that with 80,000 too when I get into my Mercedes G-Wagon.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Boo him.
But over again. The pressure, it's not even the boo. It's the
pressure. Yeah.
The
pressure is they're going to egg your house.
Some
idiots are going to egg your house.
It's all part of it.
Yeah.
It's all part of it. I saw a video. Oh my God. I saw a video yesterday. I think it was real. There was a Cowboy fan. Did you see this video? The Cowboy fan was relieving himself on the side of the road.
No.
2 Eagle fans pull up.
I saw this video.
Did you see it?
I've seen this video, yeah.
And the guy goes, "Yo, cowgirl." They start busting his stones. And the guy couldn't have, and it had to be real because the guy couldn't be that good of an actor, right?
Yeah, I think it was real.
Cowboys jersey. He's like, yeah, like, you know what? What do you got, a problem? Right? Like, I'll knock you out, like one of those things. And they start, so the guy is outside, the Cowboy fan is smoking a cigarette, leaning on his trunk.
Tractor?
And the Eagle fans back up and then speed up. The doors open, his driver doors open.
Yeah.
And they smash into the driver doors.
Yes. Yeah, they drive right to the driver doors.
Yes.
This has got to be AI.
No, it was real, man.
Dude.
It was either staged or it was real.
Right. It was definitely real. I just don't know if it was staged. Like, it couldn't be staged. Like, the guy was a good actor. If the Cowboy fan was a good actor.
Yeah.
If it was staged. But they pull up and they're laughing. Right? And they come back and do it again. The guy's running at them. Like, it was wild. But therein lies the pressure cooker that is Philadelphia.
I mean, I don't know. It is. There's pressure. I'm just thinking about these poor soccer. There are some countries where if they don't win in soccer, the people disappear. Like, that's pressure cooker too.
Yeah.
But there are usually countries that don't. Well,
Colombia.
They don't win.
I mean, you remember they didn't win.
Colombia's won, right?
Right, but you had Pablo Escobar making a goal. He's disappeared.
Well, yeah, and they won. See, the pressure works.
Yeah, that pressure.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, that pressure works. Yeah. We got to start making people disappear. No, don't do it.
Oh my God, what am I working with? Lots to get to. Pat's coming up. Headlines of the week. Franny, the whole crew. Geek will be around for some fantasy. We need that one. Yeah.
Some people are struggling. It's like make or break for the playoffs this week coming up.
Yeah, buddy.
We got some egg eating, some parm eating, we got some singing, we got a new jingle, all kinds of fun stuff today.
Every day I wake up going, oh God, I think about that chicken parm.
K-Red, I agree with you. I think Sacramento is a fake city. Like, who goes there?
The chicken parm is haunting your dreams.
It is. Sacramento. Only you would use Sacramento. Like, what's Sacramento? We scream and yell about the Florida teams winning all those championships.
Yes.
And nobody cares in Florida.
No. Well, I think they just get good players.
Okay. Well, nobody cares. And they play well. All right. Lots to do. Let's talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about Togo. Look, you don't want certain things that you don't want Mietskopf in the net, right? Like, you don't want him playing goalie. Stupid, right? Same thing with your business. All right? You don't want your top people buried in operations, the tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear the team down. Togo can help any business looking to reduce operating costs, become more efficient, or unlock more time for their best people. From customer service and accounting to order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes, we take it off your plate at a fraction of the cost. I know the Togo guys, they're Eagle fans. They're like, they're just awesome dudes. I'm like, wow, that's brilliant that you guys thought of this business. Every engagement starts with a free process, mapping and engineering, no cost, no commitment. They're not going to bill you a dime until the real work begins. And they have programs that start as low as $1,000 a month, so you're not going to break the bank. Each Togo program includes a dedicated staff, custom automations, US-based process engineers, all right, who are going to act as your quarterback. Like, they're going to come in and they're going to help you. Do you have control, complete control? There's total transparency, but there's also instant efficiency, all right? At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, they execute. HarnessTogo.com. That's where you got to go. HarnessTogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, stay focused on winning.
Let's talk about branded bills. Whether you need snapbacks like these, truckers, fitted, beanies, or tees, Branded Bills has you covered with performance and some style. Looking for some gear to make your brand shine and stand apart from the crowd? Branded Bills has you covered with the best custom headwear anywhere. Start your order and their dedicated team will help you create the exact custom apparel you need for your company. And they have a partnership with Penn State as part of their campus collection. So head over to brandedbills.com and use the code BBPHLY for 15% off your first order. That's brandedbills.com. Use the code BBPHLY. 15% off your first order. You can get some custom branded stuff or just some custom good hats and headwear and beanies. Check it out, Branded Bills.
Time now for the headlines of the week. Our man, the editor, Pat McClune on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. It's time for headlines from the editor's desk with Pat McClune.
Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, boys. Thanks for a good session down at the Reading Terminal Market. I could sit there with your cousin Joey and Tooch and VG's buddy Bobcat all day long.
Yeah, your buddy Jeff ruled. Love that guy.
He had a good time. I'll tell you what, after that, you need a session. We didn't build our base. So before we left, we hit Gus's Steaks and oh boy, that was a great move before getting back on the L.
You asleep like 20 minutes when you got home? Or you sleep within like 20 minutes?
I fought it to try to stay up. Yep, absolutely. But anyway, appreciate it. Always fun getting down there.
Everybody loves you, man. Pat's like a favorite. Everybody's favorite.
Bobcat's main dude,
yeah,
man.
Everybody loves you. All the guys, Pat's the best. Pat rules.
Very good. Very good time. And I see that the subject of booing came up. And Anthony, guys that grew up with the three of us don't get booed easily. If you get booed, gonna have to do a lot more than boo somebody from Incarnation over in Alany. I'll tell you that. And,
he went Incarnation.
So here's the theory, right? The theory is the intense pressure to win and perform ultimately is a factor. It's not a deciding factor, but it is a factor that works against you.
Yeah, it's a theory. I think that there are players that are built a certain way that can't handle that. I would say you don't want those kind of players. Anybody who thinks that booing builds character or something like that, I think that they're overplaying their hand or whatever. But, I think that the booing coming at the right time in the right place and a good.
Okay, let me stop you because this is not it's not a referendum on the boo. It's about the pressure cooker. It has to do with Patullo's house getting egged. It has to do with the whole thing about we care about sports, which is awesome. right? Which is, like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. But there is a dark side to it. And the dark side is there is a pressure. Now, it's not going to manifest itself in like Wentz, who turned into a puddle. But like if I bring up to you that on Friday, there is an intense pressure for Hurts to make a play and not go 3 and out again, and he throws a pick. Like, does that happen on the road? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
All very fair, and that what happened to Kevin Patullo was a disgrace. I don't care what age those people were. That's just a flat out disgrace. That's kind of cowardly and all. But like as it relates to Jalen or whatever, I think the pressure more is in the moment and feeling that sense that there have been too many 3 and outs and stuff like that. I think it's the pressure of the moment.
It's all related, Pat. It's all related. Everything's related.
Okay.
Because you don't get the pressure of the 3 and outs and the angst that manifests in boos without caring so deeply than the same vein of you're raising kids to go egg the OC's house. It's all a part of it. Like, it's all related.
Okay. I mean, I don't buy that it would be the pressure of the moment would be any less in LA. I think that there is the pressure of the moment for being in Philadelphia in general, but in a given moment or whatever, you don't
think it's exacerbated?
Mindset would be different in California on that particular play.
You don't think it's exacerbated?
No, I don't.
Really?
No,
Wow.
I think that in general, I think that you could feel the heat. You could feel that you're disappointing a lot of people, but I don't know.
I totally get what you're saying, right? Like, it's unruly restlessness. I mean, it's all part of it. It's a movie script. Like, you can feel it. Like, it's brooding.
Yeah, to a degree. I think that it's overall. I don't know that it manifests in a given play, though.
All right. I mean, and again, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because I think it's I'm very interested in this subject. I'm fascinated by it because it's what we care about the most is we almost sometimes make unattainable.
Right. I get it. And I don't get a fan mindset that the player should be, there's a boilerplate way for a player to handle that. Hey, we know how passionate they are in Philadelphia. If we're not playing well, they should boo and all that. But, I think sometimes the fan thinks that their boo is a positive in some way. And they have every right to do it. But I don't see that at VG at all. No, not at all. No, I'm closer to Anthony on that one.
All right, I'm you as a historian, a true Philadelphian through and through. I just wanted your opinion. I think it's interesting. I think it's a great discussion.
Yeah.
I wish we had pints because it's a great topic to talk over, over a beer.
That's right. There isn't any topic I can think of that's not great to talk over a beer.
My man.
Let's get it started. Headlines
Just
of the week.
volleyball, and I'd be happy to do that. Yes.
All right, brother. Let's go. Headlines of the week.
Let's go because we want to get cracking here because I got a little added bonus that jumped out at me. But what we got is NBA, college football, Flyers, Eagles, and Eagles defense. Let me say this about the Eagles. It's easier for me to do the headlines because we have the Eagles. But I'm telling you what, Anthony, VG, the Eagles are getting this close to not getting a double headline next week.
Whoa.
They're getting this close.
Whoa.
We always have a double Eagle headline.
Got you, especially in season.
All right. Let's start Flyers because I'm in Flyer mode. I don't want to lose them after a nice game last night.
That's right. Quiet mode at the house last night. My wife was out, and I'm throwing around. I threw the Flyers on and immediately saw the Sabres score a goal and thought, oh, man, that might mess with my headline for tomorrow was my immediate reaction as I react at times to how it's going to affect the editor's desk. But our headline there, guys, is the Flyers after one period. And by that, I mean there's 3 periods in hockey, and roughly the Flyers are at the 1/3 point. They played 26 games. The math isn't precise, but they are at
I like that.
Let's look at the Flyers after one period. And
Yeah.
right after that, right after the Sabres, guys, we got the 3 goals in 59 seconds. I can go through it, but I think there's a lot to be happy with. You look up this morning, I know that this stuff it's like an accordion up and down because everybody's tightly packed, and I think that's cool. But we're looking at it being tightly packed, so that's cool. And as you sit here looking today, the Flyers are 4th in the conference, and they have a game in hand with a couple of these teams. So I do think that maybe they needed a little bit more lift with all those home games, but I think everybody's got to be pretty happy with that. You get a lot of wild things happening. A couple times now they've had 3 goals in 59 seconds. Now we're worried about guys like York and Forrester being hurt. Everybody's, everybody understood the Flyers, but I'm getting the feeling, Anthony, everybody's back in.
I'm with you, brother. I think you're right, and I think they should be. I think they're a fun watch. I use the analogy of the 06 Phillies, where it's going up.
Right, exactly. And there's how about the excitement of the shootouts? They're 5-0 in shootouts. Zegras was up at 68%.
Greatest ever.
He's been a very good acquisition. You can kind of feel Michkov coming on. And there's just a lot of guys that are contributing. And they're getting better goaltending. I think that there's a lot of pluses.
Taka's got them. They fall behind, it feels like, every game. Then they come back. They come back in the 3rd period late. They're winning in shootouts. They're fun, man. And I got to get a picture. I tried to get a screenshot. I missed it. Taka looks so cool with his pulled down tie and his collar open.
Yeah.
He's like the coolest guy behind the bench like that. He just
Taka's
looks like
the
a
best.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
Taka's the best. He looks like, oh man,
he's had a long day.
A little disheveled.
Long day working a beat as a detective or selling copy or something.
He looks like a detective. That's great. That's a great analogy.
I think he's got them playing well, man, right now. And even last night, he's good. He's post-conference. That was a good win last night. It's a bad team, but, he's like, we got communication issues we got to work out. I'm really happy with them right now.
Yeah, 7 of the last 10. Let's keep it up. Maybe we'll do double Flyers to show the Eagles a thing or two.
Ooh. I was worried for a second when Zegras went down. You're like, oh man.
I know, man.
So, NBA, college football, Eagles or Eagles defense?
NBA.
Okay. On the NBA, guys, our headline is Philly Sun Rising in the West. And the topic in the NBA is one Colin Gillespie. And it's just a great Philadelphia story. Son of a Philly cop, a great guy, had a chance to tailgate on an occasion or two with him. And Gillespie is just a great story in hard work and not giving up. I mean, he was not getting a sniff going into that NBA. The Nuggets had him on that 2-way G League string and for about 3 years, and then he moved to the Suns. It was still a G League, but now you're talking about a guy. The other night he had a career high 26, 8 threes.
Yes.
8 threes.
Care of the ball.
Yes.
I saw him interviewed after, and they talked to him about, chirping on the bench or talking to your players, and you could almost see that he knew that Jay Wright would have access to the interview, and he was saying, "Nah, we're not much for that. I learned that from Jay. I'm not going to start. I'll do all my talking on the court." And it's been great. He's had 21 in 3 of his last 4 games. Everybody, I think, about 10 days ago saw the game winner where they were down a few guys, and he backed the guy in and hit the shot over Dante DiVincenzo, by the way, which was cool. And it's just a great story, and I hope he keeps it up. In July, he finally got a deal. 1 year, $2.3 million. I'll tell you what, guys, he's playing for a multi-year deal after the season, and I think everybody in Phillies hopes the Archbishop Wood product gets paid.
So I love that you brought this up. I love it because it's so hard to break through in that world. It's just impossible, right? Like if you don't fit the suit,
Yes.
right? Like, and you're not 6'5", right? And you don't look it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard to break through. Kid's a ball player, man.
If you don't have the McDonald's All-American,
Yeah, you
like,
don't have the rest of it.
right.
Like the whole thing. Like a lunch pail all the way. The kid can play.
Yeah.
That's the thing that it's legit that Gillespie can play.
Jay always found this
story, man. Look at TJ, right? Like, kind of reminds me of the McConnell thing. Remember the playoffs? And there were times when they were better with him over Halliburton.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That even goes back to how bad those Sixers teams were back then. McConnell did a lot of clutch things down the stretch. And, that's your point, Anthony, couldn't be more on the money about how hard it is to crack in there like that. He easily could have moved on by now. But he kept persevering and persevering. He's probably sitting on benches there thinking, I can do more than this guy or whatever. And now he's starting. I look at the roster. I don't see any reason why he won't keep starting if he keeps it up. His job's going to be to get the ball to Devin Booker, I guess. They have another wild guy named Dylan Brooks on the team that him and Collins seem to have a lot of fun together. But no, it's always love a good Philly story. Always at the Daily News, we would always look out for the athletes from Philly and what they're doing. You know, one of my favorite things we used to do back in the day on the Agate page is the scoreboards. And I used to do it when I was a clerk we would do a minor league update. And every week we would take every guy that was going at it and where he was at and just looking at the guys from the different South Jersey and Philadelphia and the suburbs to see, you know, who was on the trail to make it to the show.
Dude, I love that. I love that. I'm so glad you brought that up. It was one of my favorite things, man.
Yep.
Because I'm so proud of our sons, right? Like, if you're and daughters, like if you're born from our earth, right? You're born from our soil, and you go on. Like, I just love that. I'm proud of it. I'm funny you said that, man. I used to do the same thing.
Remember how excited we were when your friend Johnny Marzano made it?
Oh my God.
Central High. Like you, Central High, up he went. Boom. Just, you know, love stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great stuff. Really is. It's awesome. Like we got another one coming in baseball with the Tigers.
Yeah.
Yes.
McGonigal. McGonigal is a stud.
He's
that
in.
Kid
He's
is going to be
prospect.
They can't keep him down. Like they had him like for 2 years, like projected. He's just hitting the cover off the ball, Kevin.
Oh, nice.
Yes, my youngest son Tom had a lucky thing happen on Friday. Whether he overslept or whatever, he missed getting down the tailgate that Eagles Bears game with the boys, and a subset of them were over at Rolling Hill in the Drexel Hill area, and Tom got to meet him. Tom got to meet our guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's younger than my son, but Tom said he's just a great dude. And I remember with 4 of my boys going to Bonner because Kevin's a Bonner guy. There was intense pressure on him, intense pressure to play his junior or senior season in either Florida or California because they knew how good Mr. McGonigal was going to be.
Yeah.
But our kind of guy, he kept playing with the boys and he lit it up in the Catholic League, and they'll come find you. They'll come find you. I see a lot of
stayed
guys
at shortstop high.
Yep. Anything at, yeah. There was another kid from Bonner named Jimmy Haley who He was with the Rays forever. You know, sometimes it works both ways. It's just a great guy. He was in the Rays organization. It was stacked. Later, they sent him to the Phillies. He was like this close. He was a AAA, and he just never. I just want him to get one at bat. One at bat is all you want. You know?
man.
I remember Mark Brown back in the day. Anthony used to do a story on he would find people that had one at bat in the major leagues and track them down and talk to them about that one at bat.
That's awesome.
You would knock that out of the park too, but it's a great daily news kind of thing.
I love that. Love it.
There's also from the Monet Davis Tanny team. Tanny, Scott Bandura, the catcher. He's now the eighth ranked prospect with the Giants right now. He's in Double A, hitting like 280.
I love
Got
it.
some power.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out for that. Text me that kid's name. I'll be looking out for that.
Will do.
Yep. That's fabulous.
All right. Let's go, Eagles. Now, wait.
Okay.
You got Eagles and you pick which is the more
I'm going to
save one.
I'm going to save Eagles for the end because I got presentation involved and
good.
Right up your alley.
I like that.
Got a lot to get off my chest with the Eagles, but if we'll do Eagles defense, and the headline there is the defense rests. Why? What happened to the one thing that we could count on? And my question to you two guys is this. As of right now, how many players on the Eagles are having a Pro Bowl season?
On defense?
Overall, but we're doing the defense. I'll segue into the defense.
Davis.
Because I contend there's one guy in the team worthy of being a Pro Bowler.
Wow.
That's it? Davis?
One.
Q for sure.
Well, Q.
In my opinion.
What's that?
Well, VG said Q, and I think he's right on the money. I think Quinyon Mitchell's the only Pro Bowler on this team as of right now.
What about Jordan Davis?
No. Not in my opinion, but that's a good name. And maybe I'm fueled by what happened Friday. Jordan Davis has been great. He's one of the reasons that the defense had us so excited. That's why you asked what we were grateful for the day before Thanksgiving, and I said that defense. But with everything that happened Friday, that's what really galled me, Anthony. I felt like they got manhandled.
So
and
they did get manhandled.
I'll go a step further. I think a lot of it's got to be about wanting to do it, and I'm not sure they had it Friday for whatever.
All right, hold on. All right, I need this. Yeah. You need me today. All right. Couple things. One, short week. All right. The front. This front has logged a ton of snaps. Like he's using three guys, right? Like I know they're talking about Young. Young's not playing. They're using three dudes: Carter, Davis, Ajomo. That's who they're using. Short week. They're on the field. All that stuff happened in the middle, right? Like they got beat up, man. They got beat up. I don't know if Carter's. He talked about like kind of an injury or whatever. I'm going to say it's a one-game anomaly, and hope that it's Ben Johnson. It's a run game. They got beat up. They've been playing a ton of snaps. It's why earlier in the week I brought up Ty Robinson. Maybe you go and play him just to give him a rest going into the playoffs. Divvy up more snaps. Get the kid involved a little bit. But if you're telling me the defense is cooked,
I'm not. Not at all.
I mean,
not at all.
I got to give him a game, Pat. Like,
why did they fall up at one game? And listen, I will concede. You make a great point. The time of possession on Friday was atrocious. But it does start with the defense not getting off the field. But the defense, I can understand having a season-long weariness of the offense going 3 and out. I totally get that. But I go back to my point. I think the defense has been really good. You would say Mitchell and Davis. I would just say Mitchell at this point. But
I mean,
Give
Cooper's
me a
played
show.
well. I mean, do we forget that they held the Packers to single digits? They held the Lions, right? Like they beat some really good offenses. Like they held some.
No question. No question. And, I mean,
Was Pat
the
saying
other
it's a
thing,
group
though, is
effort
that,
more
like,
than
they've had a
individuals?
couple.
I don't know, man. Listen. It's a great conversation. I got to see it next week.
I mean, Nakobe's been playing like a Pro Bowler. He's missed too much season, but he's
played really well. Now he also struggled on Friday.
Yes.
To Pat's point.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this about Nakobe. Are we seeing? And I love Nakobe. He might, that's the definition of my kind of Eagles defender. Is it Nakobe being great or Campbell not getting on the field, Anthony? What do you make about that?
It's Dean. It's all about Dean.
Okay.
The problem is that Dean's playing so well and Vic trusts him that he's not going to play Jihad on the line. Like, he's not ready to play off the edge, right? So it's either you're playing in space or on the edge. And he's trusting Dean. So Dean's getting the snaps.
Right. Now let's talk about trust in the defense. Do you think he goes Epps on Monday night?
Yeah, I hope so.
I think you have to know.
You can't play Brown.
I mean,
God, I love the
he's
idea
horrible.
of Sidney Brown, but wow, he just hasn't been able to. I like the idea of him and Keely Ringo, but neither one of them just seem to be able to do it. So you got to think about Epps. And I know that Buffalo put the claim in, but would you have put a claim in for Slay?
Yeah, I would have. I need to see.
Okay.
Like anything. Like I'm always about if I improve. Now, I don't know what he's got. I didn't look at his tape. I mean, obviously it was bad. Obviously he was playing slot. He was playing more of it in the nickel in the slot. Like, I don't know. But do I put a claim in? Yeah. I think you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing that got me, and I took it better than I did the Cowboys thing, but that was Dallas. And, it's another one of these things where we're turning the Bears into like a Super Bowl contender. Come on, man. Come on. I will take that tomorrow. Tomorrow, the Eagles playing them in a playoff game here or in Chicago. If I could get that, I would take that in a heartbeat.
I agree.
I'd love to do that again.
Yeah.
It's
now, are they saying that in Detroit? I love a rematch.
Yeah, probably are. Probably are. And let's throw this back at our friends in Detroit. It's about time they put up tonight, I think.
Pat, I am so worried about tonight. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm so worried because the last thing we need is for that team to win tonight. Because if the Cowboys win tonight, it's going to get scary around here.
Right. And let me say this. I felt obligated to watch the Hard Knocks. I thought it was very cool that VG and the boys did a show immediately after it. Listen to some of that fine VG stuff. But if that game does not go the right way, and you guys want to ask what I think about Hard Knocks next week, I'm telling you right in advance, I'm not watching.
Oh, I'm out.
Because they're dying to just do an entire Cowboys show. It's out. It's out. Yes.
Out.
You can't take Jerry a little bit? You don't find any humor in Jerry?
Not if they're winning.
No, not at all. No smugness out of him. I find humor in Jerry doing stupid stuff and being 3-14. That's my idea of comedy, as they say.
Yeah, like I'm sauntering in the locker room, taking a bite out of that turkey
I'll tell you what happened. I fast forward. Once I saw him, that was an immediate fast forward.
I'm
immediate.
with you.
Yes.
I'm
Got
worried.
plenty more in the other Eagles thing.
I'm worried.
You want to do a little college football before I really throw down on the Eagles?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The headline on college football, guys, is scheduled mayhem. Okay. And we could have a nice debate over which is the most poorly run league. MLB, the NFL, the NHL, or NBA. However, We cannot have a debate. It's a universal truth that none of those leagues are run more poorly than the NCAA. The NCAA is the all-time champion on always running stuff poorly. And we've talked about a lot of this. They can't possibly want this kind of, but the mayhem that's going on in college football is absurd. And all of it has to do with the schedule. Let me ask you this. Could you imagine in the NFL if it was set up so that Nick Sirianni didn't coach the last couple Eagles games because the Giants hired him as their head coach? I mean, in what world can you go and hire Kiffin before the season's over? In what world, now you have the bowls where the players, and I don't blame a kid, you got the players not playing in the bowl games because they don't want to get hurt before the draft. You got teams like last year with Penn State that the backup quarterback signs with Missouri before the playoff starts. And now if Aller had gone down last year, they wouldn't have been able to go back to the guy. And none of this is necessary. None of this is necessary if they could just get the schedule right and allow their league to play out, and you'd have Kiffin coaching in this thing. And then the other thing is this Penn State thing. There's a big Penn State alumni group in this area. 50% of my sons are Penn State. And
Jimmy Sexton.
This thing. It's unbelievable. I was holding out that they were holding out for Brian Hartline because Ohio State was having a run and they had a handshake deal that when it was over, they'd come out smelling like a rose. But these guys are losing their coach and they get a new guy hired within 24 hours everywhere. But at Penn State, there was a day this week, Anthony, there was a day within the last 8 days that the SEC hired 6 new coaches within 24 hours while the season's going on.
Yeah, no, you're so right. It's so out of control. It's bizarre because the calendar is so off, right? Like,
And
you
that's
know
what
why?
it is.
Because it's all fugazi. Well, the student athlete needs to be in for the spring semester. So the new coach has to start well before that. And the portal has to be before the playoffs because of the spring semester where nobody's even going to this class. Like, it's a joke. It's crazy.
Absolutely. It's just totally out of control.
To Penn State, Jimmy Sexton's mad. He's Franklin's agent.
Todd McShay is saying he is purposefully messing with Penn State right now because he doesn't like the way Franklin was let go.
He poisoned the whole waters because of the way Franklin getting. Boy, that's power. And let me tell you, Jimmy Sexton, you know where his name, my first thought of Jimmy Sexton?
Reggie White.
Reggie White's agent.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. And he was one of these guys that you couldn't get to him unless he needed to get to you.
They say he's even hard to find a photo of him anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So. But dude, have you seen the rankings? Like Penn State doesn't even qualify the recruiting class to rank. They're like they're mixed in with Dartmouth and
They got like 3 recruits.
3 recruits.
Yes. Harvard was right above them, and Louisiana Monroe was right below them.
Well, that was a few days ago with the early signing. They don't even qualify to get ranked at this point. They're below the lowest, the top 160. It's crazy.
They have a real chance of going in, dragging their tail between their legs, and trying to sell Terry Smith, which you could. But if you were going to do Terry Smith, you had to do that 2 weeks ago because he's a great recruiter and he might have held on to some of this advantage.
I know.
I was not advocating that they hire Terry Smith, but now they're getting turned down by Jeff Brom at Louisville. I mean, oh my God, it's horrible.
There's all these memes that Penn State is single-handedly inflating the coaches market. Everyone they talk to has got extended and raises. Everyone, even the BYU guy got extended now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I wanted him too. Sataki.
Hey, I want to sneak in one little thing before I finish strong with the Eagles. I talked to Anthony about this last week. Get a load of this, guys. My high school alma mater, LaSalle, is playing Pittsburgh Central Catholic in the final on Saturday. This is a high school's offensive line, Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Left to right across the line, 285, 285, 285, 295, 270. That line per man, the last of the Steelers Steel Curtain Super Bowls was, I forget the Roman numeral, but they beat the Rams in 1980. That high school line is over 2 inches taller, and 26 pounds heavier than the Steel Curtain offensive line.
Oh, man. That's wild.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
Well, now, I hear that LaSalle should win.
Well, they beat Pittsburgh Central Catholic's only loss was in the season opener to LaSalle. But I don't know. I'm praying for the boys, and they got a great offense. They've been rolling people, but boy, you see that number, and they haven't lost since. They have a great tradition. Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hey,
my next one.
Hold on, Pat, real quick. We got someone in chat brought up Temple does have the #1 ranked class in their conference. So shout out to Casey Keeler. He's doing some stuff there.
Yeah.
Apparently, Keeler's got a bigger and better class than Temple's had in a long time. So that's awesome to see. Good for him. All right, you ready to finish with the Eagles here?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. We need a little mood here to get the headline up on the Eagles. And our headline on the Eagles is, what the fork do we have here? Okay? And we have a nice snowy road here. Because let me tell you something, Anthony. I'm going to go literary on you. And I'm going to say, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference. So you know what, VG and Anthony? We have a Robert Frost moment Monday night.
Wow.
The Eagles are at the fork in the
Robert
road.
Frost.
Yeah. The road less traveled.
Oh, I know it.
Yep. Roads diverged in a yellow wood. So Robert Frost, it's a Robert Frost moment on Monday, boys. Which way they going to go? And I'll tell you what, my feeling is everybody on the Eagles need to check their problem at the door and just go out and kick somebody's ass. That's what they need to do Monday night.
And here's the thing. It's a team that you can do that too. They are banged up. They know Joe Alt. They're lying, right? I don't care if they get O'Marion Hampton back. Like, right? You got the quarterback who just had surgery. I think he's going to play. It appears like he's going to play. I mean, stop. There's no excuses, right? Harbaugh's going to want to run it 30 times. You got to win this game.
Have to win the game. Mm-hmm. Have to win the game. It's full-fledged, and the beauty of it is they can salvage something if they win here. And, because you're playing teams that you can get better against. But, what's amazing about, you brought up the point about the defense as it relates to the Packers and Lions. What's amazing is they got through the Packers and Lions and then lose to the Cowboys and Bears. And the Bears were a team they could have done this against. I get that they ran the ball in the Eagles, but the Eagles should have been able to get better running the ball against the Bears. And I just hope that they have locker room continuity and everybody understands the moment and they just go out there and get after it.
So what would you do? Like, if you're going to make a change, right? Coordinator and have a different play caller, which I don't even know if that helps because you're still, again, the Sirianni is the offense is his, right? So, you're if Patullo's the director of the movie, if the script stinks, like, it doesn't matter. What would you do?
Well, the first thing I would do is I would really work on establishing the run, but we've talked about this for weeks. those delays right up the middle of the line, they're not working. But if you start hitting the edges and you hit it with 80% Barkley and 20% Tank, and you do some play action and you get things going, if you can, I think they've spent the entire season trying to establish that run up the middle to make other things happen. I think they have to do the opposite. I think they need to do quick throws over the middle, hit the edges in order to open up that play. Not establish the play. They need to turn it around. And they've got that stuff. Look for stuff on the edges. Look for stuff where you can let Mailata or Dickerson pull. Look at it differently.
Yeah. You know what the scary thing is that they actually did run the ball decently Friday. But
at times they did, yes.
I mean, they had the ball for 20 minutes. That's it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the Bears, that there's nothing scary about that offense. But the Eagles let them just do it. I mean, I'm not saying the Eagles are going to go in and dominate these guys, but they got to just go in and start. They got to go in with some pride, and they got to go in and say enough's enough. And it all starts on Monday night. The two games, you said the short week. Well, it was short for both. The two games where I think that and I don't know what to say about Sirianni's record in short rest with Thursdays going into the season was impeccable. But you can argue that the two worst games they played all season, Anthony, were the two Thursday night games, the Giants and the Bears.
Yeah.
Easy.
And look, they've had their time here. There's 10 days. He keeps talking about mini buys. Let's make a mini buy work, get the win here, and I'll try my luck on short rest against the Raiders the following Sunday.
Yes. With you completely. God forbid it doesn't go our way. When do you start looking at the head coach? And again, I'm not saying he should be fired or whatever.
Well, you were much better about it the last time. I would have gotten rid of him after 2023, and I was dead wrong. So, I don't think you do that, but I definitely think you look at him. You got to look at it.
Well, that's my thing is like I like Sirianni, but my issue is he can't, when things go this road, he can't fix it. Like you're an offensive guy, dude. Like you got to be able to take the reins. You got to be able to take the play calling. You got to get this offense on track. You got to be able to fix it. When you're from that side of the ball, you got to be able to do that.
Especially right now when you see the way the penalties are, they just and the routes are a mess. They don't look buttoned up. And if he doesn't have them buttoned up, I don't know what else he brings. He was always a guy who had them prepared, ready to play. So I know if the offense stinks and they're not disciplined and buttoned up, I don't know what he brings.
His mantra is blowing up in his face now. He's all about tough, detailed, and together.
Yeah.
And they're failing in all three right now. So they can, there's
still in first place.
Regardless of the outcome, there's no excuse for them not to be tough, detailed, and together on Monday as a baseline.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's hold our breath for tonight. Let's go Lions. All right.
I have confidence that the Lions are going to throttle them.
Throttle.
So we'll
like it, Pat. Like it.
Man, I'm hoping. I'm scared.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Pat, we love you, brother. You're the best.
All right, guys. Sorry I ran into Fran there. I see him getting rety to go. But
you're the man.
We'll get some real stuff now. Okay, guys.
Love you, buddy.
Take care.
See you, Pat.
The greatest, the editor, Pat McClune. All right. Let's talk about some of our friends and then Franny Films coming up to kind of X and O this bad boy. So let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app because, tonight is a monster must-watch Amazon game. Al and Herbie. Gotta watch it. Cowboys, Lions. And I'm watching this game with a heavy rooting interest. Like, I normally don't watch out-of-town games with non-Eagle games with any kind of rooting interest. Tonight's one of those nights where, like, it's like must-see TV, must-go Lions. I feel good that I'll be able to root for Jahmyr Gibbs because I love Gibbs. Let's go, because I can't see George Pickens and CD Lamb one more time, like, in this victory mode. Like, I'm afraid. What's the line?
3.
What's the total?
54.5. A shootout. I don't think that's good for the Lions.
Well,
it's the highest total on the board.
Yeah, it has to be, right? Because you think that both defenses' back ends vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
We're going to learn a lot about both teams tonight. I mean, God forbid they go in there in that dome and win.
What's that Lions song again? You're going to have to start singing it.
Oh, that Lions song.
I'll sing that song all if they win tonight, I'll sing it tomorrow.
And maybe you tease the Lions. Get the Lions +3 over 48.
You can't. Brain would say no.
Of course, I mean, brain aside. I'm trying to if you want some action and have some fun with it.
I just say go over. I mean, it's going to be points.
Big over, man.
It is, but it's going to be points.
I mean, the play probably is a Cowboys +9.
Nah,
over.
Man,
that is probably the play.
No, I say lay the 3. It's only a field goal.
You can't talk about Cowboys winning. Last time you did, they actually did.
It's not just winning. It's just losing by less than 9.
No.
Don't
make it real. You know the power of the universe.
Better right now.
You know the power of the universe. You put it out there.
It's -3.
All right. I'll tell you what else to take. Is Trash Man hit 2 last night.
Yeah, your Arkansas was a cigar piece.
That was an easy one. Northern Kentucky, won by the hook.
You're a college basketball.
So we got
genius.
2. We're 12-4. We got 2 for tonight. Bobby Moe, Robert Morris, popular team out there. I like Green Bay tonight, +1.5 against Robert Morris. And then I'm going to look at South Florida. They're getting 1.5 versus Utah State. I like both those games tonight. South Florida and Green Bay. That's my Trash Man picks.
South Florida and Green Bay.
Yes.
Isn't that who's the coach? Isn't that what's the name?
The coaches of these teams are?
No. You know him. It's
what team?
Green Bay. It's
Yeah.
Yes, he's Doug Gottlieb.
Oh, it is Doug Gottlieb. He's a creep, bro.
Yeah, he's a creepo.
Yeah.
You're gonna bet on Gottlieb?
I'm going crazy. Yeah, man. Money's money.
You're gonna bet on the creepo?
Yes.
All right. Download the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app.
That's a good pull by you, man.
Make sure you check it out. New customers get the $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. Plus, 250 free spins on the new BetParks exclusive slot game, Tree Wishes. And on Fridays, double the spread. Check it out, man. They pick a game at noon tomorrow, and they will double the spread. It's awesome. Check it out. BetParks.com is all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, you got cold air sneaking in right now, maybe. Your heat not cranking like it should. A little uncomfortable in a house or a couple rooms. Don't worry, because Ace Hardware Home Services, they got you covered. From heating repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical. They got trusted pros, the pros you know from the store. Now they do the service right to your home from Philly to the Jersey Shore. Ace Hardware Home Services, whether it's a quick fix or a bigger winter project, they got the tools, the know-how, and the people to get it done right. Ace Hardware Home Services, bringing helpful to your home. Visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today and get started on your next home repair project. acehardwarehomeservices.com.
Ace is the place now to your front door. Love it. All right, let's go to our man on the Xfinity mobile calling line and see if he has some answers. The one, the only, Franny Films.
They do not crave food nor drink for nourishment, for they exist solely on the glow of the all-22 miners. They are the Leatherheads, and he is Franny Films.
Good morning, Films.
Morning, Cuz. Morning, VG. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Franny?
So a couple things. Did you see Any chance you saw Kurt Warner yesterday?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, you've got when you've got him on, I got to make sure I tune in.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
The only thing is, after kind of sifting back through it, the answers were evasive. The diagnosis was spot on, but how to heal it.
I don't think he gave us one.
He
basically said they're not as good as last year, and you got to muscle through it.
Right, he didn't.
No.
It was no medicine other than deal with the pain.
Yes.
So I ask you, Franny Films, is that what we're looking at? Somehow dealing with the pain.
I think we don't really have a choice there. I do think we have to deal with the pain. I think at the end of the day, and this is where the human element of these things comes into play, right? Because no matter when this season ends, or obviously you're having these conversations on the fly now, right? That's what the the mini buy is for. You're having some of these conversations. I'm sure that Jeffrey Lurie, Julian Lurie, Howie Roseman, like everybody, everybody's getting together, and everybody's like, hey, you have time for a quick pop in real quick? Let's have a discussion. I think when you're having these kinds of talks, it's all right. Like, do we feel like the people that are going to provide the solutions are here in the building? Do we have confidence in our ability to find a solution here for 2025? If not, is it going to be an off-season long kind of thing once we get into the spring? Again, are those solutions going to be found here in the building? And if not, that's when you start having, all right, like that's when the tougher conversations happen in terms of trying to find those solutions elsewhere. My guess is that's why Kurt didn't want to dive into that. Is just like, all right, yeah, those are out of our control, and if they come to those, if they come to those agreements, then that's what happens. But obviously, we're not going to be crossing that bridge for another month plus.
Jay in the chat, he's like, "Cuz you got to pay for that part of the consult."
By the way, I did text Howie yesterday.
Nice, you got
so he appreciated it. He's like, "We always figure it out. We'll figure it out. Might take a little bit longer than usual, but
maybe a Hall of Fame quarterback will help out."
So here's my worry, right? My worry is that, we focus on Patullo, but, it's really a Sirianni menu, right? Because all Patullo's doing is calling for the menu.
Yep.
And if the menu stinks, there's nothing you're going to call that's really going to make a difference. Is the menu flawed?
Yeah, and that's where, and then you get into and again, all of these dynamics are at play, because then you also have the menu that is created because you're one of your other head chefs in Jalen Hurts, that's the way that he wants to play, needs to play. You have those kind of conversations. And so all of this stuff is intermingled, and it's something we've talked about, right? So, that's why whenever we've had the Patullo conversation, it is a difficult one to have, because there is a difference between play calling and the sequencing of plays and when to push this button or when to pull this lever versus play design and game planning and what all the different things you're trying to decide. We want to run this against this team because they like to run this coverage on this down and distance call. There is a difference between play calling and play design and that kind of thing. So, that's what it makes it a complicated conversation. That's why the teams always have more information than we do, right? And that's what when you look at, why does the pass game identity change? It's Kevin Patullo is not the only person that's new in terms of that role. You bring in a new quarterback coach in Scott Loeffler. I'm sure they shifted responsibilities this year in terms of who's in charge of the red zone game plan, who's in charge of the third down game plan. Third down's been abysmal all season. They're bottom third in the NFL in third down, and that's a big reason why. I mean, we know this, all the 3 and outs, but that third down offense is brutal. So it's all right, how do we fix that? All these different things. You try and let's get into the bunker. Let's figure out what's fixable now. What are the things that we can tweak? And then what are the things that's going to be a area of focus once we get into February, March, April.
So I talked to somebody yesterday out of town who's in the league, who was like, we were talking about the Eagles, and he's like, yeah. Goes, your boys are cooked. And I was like, well, let's see. It's 2 games, right? 4. I give them I I go, listen, we'll see about it. To me, I said Monday night, we'll get a better idea. He went, they're already showing you who they are. He's like, what are you waiting for? And of course, I give him the pushback because I'm not ready to go, break glass and panic, because if they win Monday night and they're going to beat the Raiders on Sunday and they're going to be 10-4, and maybe there's some confidence. But do you kind of see where he's coming from?
Absolutely. I think that, watching this team on film, and that's why it's interesting. And when we did the panic meter for the offense, was that last week? Or was that last week or the week before, where all of us, we kind of gave our rating scale. And it was interesting seeing, like, I was the highest on it. I think you and Jamie were the lowest on it. And Bo and EJ were like in the middle, in between. And it's like, I am so laser focused, like watching this film and going through and right now taking all these notes. And it's like, I was like the most concerned. And I feel like that kind of like paints a picture of like my area of focus is like, like I'm just watching the X's and O's and watching the details. And I'm like, like this is dire. Like they've got to fix this. But I see the other side of it. Because honestly, when people ask me, I have the same conversations that you're describing with people, whether it's around the league or fans, other media, and they're like, what is going on with this team? And I'm like, look, at any point, Jalen and AJ and Jalen and Devontae, like Saquon can bust off a 60-yard run because the talent's just that good. And it doesn't mean that the process is fixed. It doesn't mean that, they got problem solved. But at some point, like there could be individual moments where the talent, the cream rises to the top, and it's like, they just blew out the Chargers, right? Like no one would be surprised if that happened. Does it say like, everything's good now? Everything's fixed? Absolutely not, right? Like unless things like look structurally different. But they could just decide like, hey, like AJ's going to run 4 out and ups this week, and they hit 2 of them for 50-yard touchdowns, and boom. All right, there you go. Now the Chargers don't have the teeth offensively to be able to catch up. That's entirely possible, and it's something that they could go on a run like that here down the stretch.
All right, so let's get back to that offensive panic mode. So you were at, what, an 8?
I was at an 8 before
and I was
the Bears
at
game.
6.5. What was it?
Right, yep. We were all kind of clustered there, yeah.
We were there. Now, the reason why I had that, because I watched the film and see the same things you did.
Of course.
But it's about expectations, right? Like,
no question.
Can you win with, like, I still believe you can. I still believe in the defense. Now, I could be wrong, right? But I still believe in the defense. And I think if this offense can just like get Jalen more involved in the run game, and things will, pick up a little bit. And if they pick up a little bit, that's enough for you to grind out and go on a run.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, is that, you're talking maybe, if they make two plays different a game,
right,
offensively, all of a sudden that's a lot different. You were talking, you said to Pat earlier, they ran the ball okay the other night. And honestly, that was one of my big nitpicks coming out of Friday, against the Bears, was that after going back through the film, they had early success running the football. That was a game where, Chicago was not a great run defense. This defense they're getting ready to play against the Chargers, also not a great run defense. If you have that early success, that is a game where you can stick with it. When you're down in Tampa, and when this was, it feels like eons ago at this point, we're talking September, and you're just repeatedly running into a brick wall, and you have Vita Vea and you have Levante David and you have all these guys, and they're holding the point of attack, and you are getting no movement, and it's just unsuccessful run after unsuccessful run. Yeah, that's a game where, all right, let's pull that back. We have to find something else. To me, that's the thing with this team in terms of, like, if it's working this week, all right, let's keep going. It doesn't need to be a 60-yard run, but if Saquon Barkley's going 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, at some point that's going to crack. You're going to break one. I do feel like in this one, and part of it is that again, like, they only held the ball for 20 minutes. They didn't get into any kind of a rhythm, but I feel like the run game could have helped them get into more of a rhythm in that game against the Bears. If you're having that early success here against the Chargers, I think that's a game where you can stick with it.
Yeah, and I think part of it too was, like, the pass game didn't help. They didn't extend drives. Like, you still got to throw it, right? Like, I thought the run game was fine and would have helped had you completed a couple first downs. It revs the engine up, and then the run game's going downhill. That's where I thought the disconnect came from.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah, I would agree. You had the drop back, the drop back pass game obviously wasn't good. You had penalties again that pulled some plays back. They were able to hit on a 30-yarder to Devontae Smith off an RPO. Again, like that can't be the only answer for this team. It could be like if you hit on a couple and they go for explosive plays, maybe that's the answer to get you through one game. But is that sustainable?
So defense, and this is something that I want to talk to you about. I saw a front that was beat, that was tired, that was just got beat up, and I think they need to bring in like Ty Robinson. I think you got to get you need to start scaling back the front snaps. You're basic. I know Young's getting 18% or whatever. Your big three are just on the field all game long. I think he's got to dial them back a bit, especially over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, especially trying to gear up. You want these guys to be at their best once you get into the postseason. In this game, I thought you saw those guys get beaten up a little bit, and again, that's one of my big takeaways from watching that defense performance for any of our viewers that they missed when I came on earlier this week was like, this felt like a defense that knew that they had carried this team for the last month, and they just didn't have it in them in that game. It was not maliciously. It's not like they just said like, "Oh, we're going to lay down this week." But it was, at some point, that starts to crumble. And I felt like in this one, you kind of felt that early, and then you had that breath of life, like they had the second wind coming out of the locker room at halftime. It's still a 1-score game. And then you had, a fumble, and you give up, a sudden change situation, and then they just gash them, and it's just like, they just didn't have it today. I think long term, I don't have that fear for this defense. I don't think this is a unit that is like on the verge of collapse. I do think that this is a group that you can ride into the postseason, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little alarming seeing like Jalen Carter and Ojimo, like seeing those guys get moved off the ball that way against Chicago. Chicago does that, but certainly not to the level that we saw in this game. There's a reason why. They ran for nearly 300 yards. You had two guys go for over 100 for the first time in like 20 years, more than that. Walter Payton was on the roster the last time they had two guys do that. So I think when you're looking at Chicago, that was a like all-time game for them running the football.
So what about the Chargers? So let's talk about them for a second, because you're missing who's their all-world tackle. The Herbert situation, I guess he's going to try. I guess they're going to play. What kind of shape are they in?
They're struggling right now to protect, and I think right now they were struggling to run the ball early on as well once they lost Hampton. Now, it looks like Hampton may be back. That said, the second year back, Kamani Vidal, has had some success. They've gotten into a little bit of a groove with him as well. So my guess is that they will try and replicate some of the things that Chicago did. We know that Jim Harbaugh, like Greg Roman, those guys can dial up good run game plans. And a lot of what we saw against Chicago, it wasn't just bully ball. It wasn't just like, double teams moving Jalen, and there was a lot of like good schematic things that Chicago did to remove Reed Blankenship from the box, to make Nakobe Dean like second guess what he was seeing, and to get Cooper DeJean to attack upfield and then hit them where they were soft up, find the bubble in the second level. So I think when you're looking at the Chargers, especially with Herbert, and not want to put too much on his plate. My guess is, they're going to try and dial up some of those same type of concepts that not just the Bears had success with, but then you go back to Dallas and some of the things that they did to have success and to keep that defensive line guessing. So, my guess is that the Chargers are going to try and replicate that. They're going to come in and they're going to try and assert themselves on the ground. They're not going to put too much on Herbert. Now, that said, there have been times this year, we talk about Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman and run game focus. There have been times they were throwing at historic rates, 4 receivers on the field at once. And we're not even going to pretend that we're going to try and run the ball. My guess is that with Herbert and with the hand injury, the injury is non-throwing hand in that game this past weekend, they're probably going to go more towards the former and try and see if they can gash this team on the ground, stay on schedule, high percentage type of throws for Herbert. And then if they get into 3rd and long, that's where you ask them to be Superman, but you're trying not to do it too much for him in this game.
Yeah, I'm good.
It feels like they've been getting gashed all season with the run, the Eagles. And if you look at like run yards per game, they're bottom third. Do you have what's your confidence level that they can slow down the Chargers run game?
I think they can. I mean, because there have been certain games where it's been an issue, right? Like obviously this past week against Chicago was an issue. In both Dallas games, Dallas did some good things to be able to scheme things up. I think that when you look at it, they are certainly not as good against the run as they were a year ago, but that's when you start getting into like the complementary nature of the game, right? You start getting into, all right, well, does your offense do enough to help out your defense to make it where, all right, if the other team is feeling a little bit queasy about, all right, we're going to be conservative and we're going to run the ball and we're going to try and slow the game down. If your offense is putting stress on them and we're going to go pedal to the metal and it's not going to be, a 17-13 type of game. We have to keep pace with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, and all these guys. Now maybe that forces the other team to kind of to push the pedal to the metal a little bit more as well with the pass game. So that to me has hurt the run defense a little bit and has hurt the defense a little bit. The idea that hey, we're gonna grit this out. We're gonna win 21-13. Like this offense is capable of much more than that. And I think the expectation was coming into the season that they are capable of much more than that. But that's the way that they want to play.
I mean, the Lions and the Packers, they handle them on the ground. I mean, Gibbs got loose out of the backfield, but on the ground, I mean, they basically handled two great run teams.
Yep.
Back to back. So, hey, what do you hear? Why can't Ty Robinson get on the field?
It's a good question. I think that, and I haven't heard anything like specifically about him, per se, but I think that at the end of the day, the Vic that they didn't rotate last year either.
I know Vic trusts who he trusts, so I get that.
Exactly.
But it's funny. My buddy Vinny and I talk about this all the time. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like to me, the rotate. I like the kid. The kid seemed to be as NFL ready as you can get.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the hope with him. I mean, he was, I think he's a 25-year-old rookie. So you're getting a guy who was a sixth-year senior, like. Ideally, if his first NFL action is coming when he's like turning 27, like that's not great, right? Like that's not ideal. So the idea was when you take him, even if you're taking him in the fourth round, is that he's going to come in and he's going to try and contribute right away. With what they're having, I had somebody text me that literally this week, from around the league saying the same, how come Ty Robinson isn't seeing the field? But at the end of the day, that's the way Vic played last year as well. We didn't see as many reps from those guys deeper down the depth chart, especially along the defensive line, which goes against the way the Eagles have operated in the past under previous defensive coordinators. So, I think that's a Vic preference and not necessarily against Ty Robinson as much as we want our guys on the field at all times.
So, how about defensively? Where are the Chargers? Where are the Chargers at defensively?
Against the run, they're not great. Now they've had a lot of injuries, up front. Guys in and out, like Khalil Mack. He was banged up. So they've had injuries. Mack is more of a plus run defender than he is a plus pass rusher at this point in his career. We know he's getting up there. He's been in the league a while. But Tuli Pelotu has turned into a really nice rusher for them. Opposite of him, I think when you look at some of the pieces they've got in the secondary, they don't have they've got Derwin James, who's a difference maker. Yeah. But outside of that, there's no one else in the back seven that's oh man, they got to make sure we stay away from this guy. But this is the unit is what is the word? They're greater than some of their parts. When you look at this group operating as a whole, they do an outstanding job at preventing deep ball success. And we know that's the bread and butter for the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. This team prevents the deep ball and prevents those downfield completions as well as anybody in the league. And it's because of what they do. A lot of the things we point to the Vic Fangio scheme is, these guys are all in a string and, look at how well they pass things off. That's the way this group operates. And so to me, that is going to be interesting to see, are the Eagles able to find some success down the field? If they're not able to, what's the changeup? What's the answer, right? And so is that the run game, where this is the bottom third run defense by most metrics in the NFL? So I think when you look at it, this is a game where I'll be fascinated to see if that first pitch doesn't work for the Eagles, what's the answer? I will say, I'm a little queasy going into this one. I don't feel great about it. I'm going to do I've got a lot more Chargers film study in me this afternoon. We're doing our full breakdown on the show tomorrow on Friday. So I'll be in studio on Friday at 2:00 with Bo and EJ and the guys. So that's going to be I'm interested to see how
I
I
don't
feel
like a
24
queasy
hours from now.
friend. I don't like a queasy friend.
I don't like a queasy friend either. I said on the show the other day, Pepto-Bismol gives me the ick. I'm not a Pepto guy, so I don't like feeling queasy. But yeah, to me, when I don't know, man, like, I just there's not a lot when I watch this Eagles team that gives me a lot of faith that it's going to get turned around offensively, right? So even though
you know what's funny, because I mean that was basically the conversation I had yesterday with this guy, who's in the league and was like, yeah, dude. And we were kind of, and I was playing it up a little bit, playing Mr. Eagle a little bit with him. But yeah, I mean, I hear you. There's
one way to get this turned around. It's Latu. Get him on the field. Let's establish this run game. What is Jeff Statler, those guys doing? He's the number 1 rated tight end blocker there is in football right now in the small sample size. Get him on the field. Get it.
I didn't see that. Where is that from PFF? PG?
It might be. I saw that like Goddard's ranked like 130th and Calcaterra's ranked like 160 and Latu's ranked number 1. Some grading I saw.
Yeah, the Latu thing might be a little. I think that's a little overblown. Personally, I've been sparring with EJ back and forth on that all season. He's fine, but it's like
better than fine blocking.
Yeah, like when we were in the wide receiver wasteland in like the early 2020s, and it was like Paul Turner came along and everyone's excited. That's kind of how I feel about Latu right now. It's like the blocking has been so bad at tight end where I'm like, oh, we got something. It's like, all right, like he's fine, but we don't need to go overboard.
Baldy says he's better than fine. Come on.
It's kind of how I feel
about. He's a road grader.
About all the Tank talk. Like Tank is the panacea. Like, I mean, come on. Like he's not changing the season. Tank.
No, I don't believe that.
I'm
not crazy.
All right, last thing. Who you like tonight? No! No!
This Dallas offense has looked really good.
They're hot, Franny. They're hot.
It's definitely a situation where like Detroit, like they need a win. Like they're down bad. Like they need a win. They're on the outside looking in right now when it comes to the postseason. St. Brown, questionable. I'm looking at like the earliest report or their latest reports from this morning, and it's like, yeah, like haven't made a call yet. But to me, I feel like that it's because when they first got announced, it was like announced as a multi-week low ankle sprain.
Yeah.
My guess is on a short week, like they're not going to want to push it, especially they're going to need him. If St. Brown doesn't go, I don't feel great about it. Even going up against a leaky Dallas defense, I just think that group has been better lately. I look at the issues that Detroit has had with preventing interior pressure against Jared Goff and how much he has struggled against that. And then I look at that Dallas defensive line.
I know. I see the same thing. I see the same thing. And the way those receivers are going indoors against that back end.
Yeah. Don't love it. Don't love it. So I will be watching intently. I'm excited to watch it. It could be like a fireworks game. Like it could be like a 38-37 type of game, right? But I don't feel my guess is if I had to make a pick, that I'd pick Cowboys in this one.
Oh, I don't want to be around next week when that hits. God forbid. Oh, Franny. All right, buddy. Great stuff, though.
Franny, stay tuned. Our boy here is going to eat a frozen chicken parm coming up. You know,
with some eggs?
You do not want to miss it. Yes.
And a raw egg to wash it down.
You do not want to miss it.
We're about to do it in a couple minutes.
You want to talk about queasy Fran? It's going to be queasy Ant. We got to do it after Tim. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Excellent. He keeps pushing it back.
He just don't push it. That's it.
I can't do an interview if I'm going to throw up. And I can't wait to throw
you
up.
the geek.
I have a radio thing I'm doing in
I'm
seconds,
throwing the geek right on his hat.
Geek was talking on the phone.
Geek's ready.
You're the man, Fran. I can't.
Appreciate it, guys.
We love you. See you, buddy.
Hey, Franny.
Franny. Films.
Not great.
He likes the Cowboys.
Nah, he's giving us a bunch of confidence either way. He doesn't feel good about the Eagles.
Well, you know why? You know what's funny? It's exactly how I feel. I'm trying not to feel that way. But I had this conversation yesterday with a guy in the league. We were talking, and I brought this up to Fran, and he basically said what Fran said. Same thing. Because when you actually look at the tape, it's not good.
And we've been waiting. We're like, all right, September's a preseason. Then till this, then till this, and nothing changes.
He's like, well, that's what he said to me yesterday, which is, He goes, what's going to change?
Yeah.
Like this is where they are. You know that, right?
Right.
He's like,
He's
like, you say you watch the tape. I go, yeah, I watch the tape. I see it. He goes, well, you got your answers.
Stop being a fan.
You
see what you're seeing. Stop being a fan.
And that's what he said. Yeah. And then he also liked the Cowboys. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, you can see. I mean, Cowboys and Lions are going in different directions right now.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, you're right. That's the obvious, right?
Yeah.
But when you match it up, it don't match up well.
Especially without St. Brown, if he's not playing.
No. I mean, if your problem is they're not going to be able to run on Dallas, the interior part, and everything's off their play action, and I don't think
those moves Jerry made. I mean, he solidified the run defense. He did do that. I don't know.
So I think it's going to be Gibbs out of the backfield. Just FYI,
I can see that.
Take Gibbs receiving yards over.
That's a good one.
That's my plan for you guys. All right, now we got to take a quick commercial break, and then the geek to help with fantasy is coming up. But let's talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about Cherry Hill Mitsubishi. Yes, my man Bill over at Cherry Hill Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi Motors, #1 in customer satisfaction with dealer services among mainstream brands and SUV owners. I didn't say that. That's J.D. Power.
No. Respected name in
the J.D. Power rankings has Mitsubishi Motors #1 in customer satisfaction. You're looking for the most affordable SUV, the 7-passenger SUV in America? 7 passengers now. Cherry Hill Mitsubishi Outlander, right? It's a monster. It's a beast, the Outlander. Take advantage of a year-end sales event. Drive home in the new Mitsubishi, rates as low as 0% for 60 months. Up to $2,500 off MSRP. America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. 2 years of free maintenance on new Mitsubishis. Never been a better time to take on the Mitsubishi of your dreams. The choice is yours. All right?
I like choices.
So stop it. Go see Bill today at Cherry Hill Mitsubishi. Again, Folk Auto Dealership. Doesn't get better than Charlie Folk and the Folk name. All throughout South Jersey. Minutes from the bridges. Go to cherryhillmitsubishi.com. I know people buy Mitsubishis elsewhere, but I don't know why.
Not a clue.
Why, VG? Why?
Some people just don't get it.
Let's talk about Parks Casino. Street Road, Bend, Salem, the fabulous. We'll be there tonight, Andrew.
Me. You better get ready over here. It's warm up.
What are you talking about?
You're supposed to sing too.
Oh, God, you guys are torturing me.
That's what happens when you start a show. People want stuff done, man. Let's go.
Oh, my God. All right.
Hard-earned money.
We will be there tonight, though, yes.
Yes. Tickets to see national headliners at the Excite Center at Parks Casino make a great gift. Parks Casino, something for everyone. Here's the lineup. Saturday, January 17th, Classic Rockers Grand Funk Railroad.
Some kind of wonderful. Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Yes, there we go.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Just do one more. Do an Elton John with us.
I'll do whatever.
Piano Man.
Piano Man? All right, yes.
Friday, January 30th, 16-time Grammy winner David Foster, Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, a little Whitney Houston songs.
Okay. Saturday, January 31st, the Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship.
Can't you see?
Oh, can't you see what that woman
is doing to me?
There we go.
It's Bowser over here.
Friday, February 6th. Bowser?
Yeah, shut up now. Your old deep voice.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mario.
No, dude.
Bowser.
There's only one Bowser.
Saturday, February 7th, Piano Man, Generations.
I'll let you guys have this.
And Billy Joel.
Here we go. Sing us the song, your piano man. Sing us the song tonight. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Saturday, March 14th, comedian Tracy Morgan. Saturday, April 4th, comedian Kathleen Madigan, the Day Drinking Tour. Saturday, April 18th, Melissa Etheridge.
Come through my window.
Yeah. The acapella sounds, December 5th. It's tomorrow night.
Oh,
Straight No Chaser, the holiday songs. Okay?
Tickety tick, ee-aw, ee-aw. It's Dominic the donkey. Tickety tick, ee-aw, ee-aw. It's Dominic the Christmas donkey.
Whenever that comes to him, I just
There we go.
Dominic into the room. December 12th, get the Let Out Ultimate Led Zeppelin tribute.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone now.
ParksCasino.com to buy tickets. You got to be 21. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Joining us now, our man to help us with fantasy. DFS Army is his company, along with the Sharp app. Stats. He's all about the props and fantasy. No one's better. The Geek. Geekus.
What's up, cuz? What's up, guys?
How are you, Geekus?
Oh, doing well. Doing well. It's the last week, playoffs. Fantasy football playoffs around the corner.
All right. Is this
Everybody's
the
trying to
last
get
regular
in.
season week?
Yes. Unless your league is really weird, this should be the last regular season week. We have bye weeks this week. A lot of people in some trouble cuts. Because you know what? You've ridden Christian McCaffrey all the way to the point where he carried
Yes,
your
the only
team
thing I
almost
never liked about fantasy is that the randomness of the bye week bites you in the ass.
This is a bad bye week, man, for fantasy.
if you I can't tell you how many teams. If you're struggling to make the playoffs, you're in that bubble, and you've got McCaffrey, Kittle, Juwan Jennings on your team, pieces maybe from the Patriots. You're scrambling right now. What am I going to do?
Dude.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here with answers, cuz. I'm not here.
What do you do? What do we
questions.
do, Geek?
All right, I got you. All right, so I have some names that are available right now to help replace the Christian McCaffrey. This last, we got to make the playoffs, right? Who's available? No one's available, but there is someone. Chris Rodriguez Jr., or I like to call him C-Rod, okay, has taken over.
C-Rod.
That's right, I got a name for him. I made up a name for him.
C-Rod.
Did he earn a nickname yet, cuz? I'm not sure, but maybe after this week.
He
right?
runs hard, though. He runs
does
hard downhill between the tackles.
You know who they don't seem to like in Washington? They don't like Bill anymore, okay? They're like, hey, we tried it with Bill, Krosky Merritt. No good. We're going to Chris
Wary of the
Rodriguez.
hyphenated dude. I am sorry. The hyphenainated name. I'm wary of the... I'm wary of
He
them.
got his clipboard out, tryout day. He's like, this guy's got a hyphenated name. Out.
And here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. If your name's Jacory, that's a cool name. And you're like, nah, just call me Bill. Something's up with that. I don't like it. So the team doesn't like it either. Chris Rodriguez Jr., readily available on waivers right now. He's kind of the starting running back for the Commanders in a wonderful matchup. You can't ask for a better opponent than the Vikings right now. They can't move the offense at all, so it's just your offense is on the field the whole game.
Yeah.
That is going to. I mean, it should lead to good things. So I've got a couple of names here, but
C-Rod, pick him up.
C-Rod.
Yeah, who doesn't like C-Rod?
You got nothing wrong with C-Rod. A couple other names. I want everybody to go out and pick up Devin Singletary, who is not playing this week, but we all watched Tyrone Tracy get carted off the field on Monday.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's going to be back, if he's not going to be back. But everybody's lulled into a sense of forgetting about it because Giants don't play this week. Those players are not even showing up on your free agency list because you're looking at this week's projection. So everybody forgot about Singletary. That's a stash. I want you just grab and put him on your bench.
Stash for the playoff.
Yeah,
playoff stash.
Stash him away. Let's see what happens. This is also a really good time to kind of stash some defenses on your bench as well. Kind of look ahead. You see some matchups or any good defenses that just aren't taken right now. That's what I want on my bench. I don't want, backup wide receivers that I'm not going to use or anything like that. So I'm looking to prepare my team for the playoffs. I do, though, have some...
Yeah, I always line up my defense.
Yeah. Got to get ready for... Why are we in this? We're in it to win it. So you get to the playoffs. That's cool.
WIN.
Yeah, I want the money. it's not about getting there. Close only counts, in horseshoes hangover. We got to get in the money. I do have some wide receivers as well, guys, for this week in case you're in a bind. And these guys will still be available. One of the nice things, these guys will still be available right now. So one of them is, of course, Adonai Mitchell. New York Jets, super stud.
He's a favorite. Tyrod's favorite.
Unbelievable. Tyrod, because I came on the show last week and I said, there's not a lot of good quarterbacks. Let's take a look at Tyrod Taylor on the Jets. And, he went on to be the ultimate quarterback play for NFL Week 13. Everybody won. Everybody won on DFS. That's what you needed. You needed Tyrod Taylor stacked with Adonai Mitchell last week, and you won all the monies. You won the millions. You won it all on DraftKings. Tyrod Taylor's somewhat of a competent he's somewhat of a competent quarterback. He runs a little. He's got legs. That situation with the Jets, again, you make the face, but of course I make the face too. It's
he stinks. But let's face it, he stinks. But
is he worse than Fields? I say no.
Well, no.
I say better than Fields.
Fields is whatever stinks more than stinks. Yeah.
Yeah, Fields is not. Not good. So I like Tyrod Taylor this week, but I like Adonai Mitchell for your fantasy team if you're also struggling to fill in for some injured wide receivers or on bye this week trying to make it. Adonai Mitchell, I've got an even deeper one, cuz this name, you're going to be like, who the heck is that guy? Duvon Vele.
Oh, yeah.
Wide receiver.
He had a good week.
Yes. And he seems to be emerging
Vele
as
Parmesan.
like he's getting a little bit of run. He had a bunch of targets last week. He's that guy that's also available. Again, in case of emergency, pull this lever. We got to make it into the playoffs. There's no one available. That's a guy that I think is acceptable. I'd prefer an Adonai Mitchell to that. But if you're in a serious bind, I don't even mind that move. And I'll give you even another name. Again, a lot of people struggling for players. Just a guy that you could pick up and throw in that Christian McCaffrey spot. I need someone. I need a running back. I need to win this week. In the worst case scenarios, so we have Chris Rodriguez. I think even Kenny Gainwell is an acceptable pickup there.
Ew.
He's been. Yeah, I hate it. I know.
Listen,
been getting run.
He's listen, he's having a good year. Like catch the ball out of the backfield, and they're just
what are you gonna
bad.
do?
That Steeler team is just awful.
I don't know how they keep winning. They're just getting it done, man. Good coaching. Good coaching there. I thought Aaron Rodgers was as washed as could be last year, and he's kind of proven that it's probably
no skill
true.
guys. I just don't even understand. You got nobody to throw to.
Yeah. No, and I hate to say it, but DK Metcalf is not him.
No.
He's not enough. He's not a
No,
carry
I
the
feel
team
bad
guy.
for him because imagine if you got the Pickens that showed up in Dallas.
They had him. It's their own fault. They had him. They didn't
he didn't give you. He wasn't as buttoned up as he is now.
They got to throw him the ball. They weren't throwing to him. I blame the Steelers for that. I think Pickens, he was there the whole time. He's got that acrobatic amazingness. Cannot be
he's
stopped.
A great player, but he also was half a problem there too. So,
because they weren't throwing to him. Yeah, they got to throw him the ball. Give him the rock. What are you guys doing?
Who do you like tonight? Cowboys, Lions.
Oh man, it's I like the Lions here. Yes. I think when you match up
Dick
offense
likes the
versus,
Lions.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta like the Lions here. You match up offense. Not a fan?
No, we're all Lions fans today.
We need the Lions to win.
Oh, there we go.
I'll be honest with you. Listen, because the Cowboys are nipping at the Eagles' heels. All right. I hate to say it, but they're like a lion. Kind of, you can feel their rancid breath, like behind you.
Am I loading up? Am I loading up?
But I hate to say it. I like the Cowboys to win.
Do you?
I don't like them. I'm rooting Lions all the way, but I'm afraid. I think the Cowboys are.
Someone had a good idea. They're like, just bet the Cowboys money line. You're happy either way.
Cowboys are so much less good on the road than they are at home. They're just not as good. And you put Jahmyr Gibbs in there against this Cowboys run defense.
Dude, it's fixed, dude. They fixed it. They fixed it.
They did.
You're not
You
watching.
think they fixed it? Williams, Quinn. I mean, they played better. They played better. I still think the Lions should find a way to pull this out at home. Yeah, I just
hope
think
you're
that
right, man. I hope you're right.
Yeah, we'll see. But you know what the Eagles need to do? Start winning some games. I'm watching last week. They're allowing DeAndre Swift and Monungai to run wild on them. Who would think that such a thing could happen? Am I loading up on running backs against the Eagles now going forward? Is that the new thing, or that was
It's a one?
That was an
They've been
anomaly?
short week. The front speed up a little bit. They'll have it buttoned up. It's the offense that's the problem.
All right, I got 3 quick ones for Geek. Dynasty League, any deep stashes you suggest?
Oof, deep dynasty stashes. I think some of the names I mentioned, Devon Vele, that's a guy that you want to kind of put on in the stash mode. I like Luther Burden long term. I think he's got a ton of. When I say stash, these are like a Luther Burden, somebody I want to trade for now, while the value is still not quite what I think it can get to. So those are some names of players I'm looking to make sure that I think of for the future. Okay. Especially, I'd say Burden is my top candidate for that.
All right, defense, Bills or Chargers?
Ooh, I'd have to see who they're playing against. Wait a second here.
Well, the Chargers are playing the Eagles.
Chargers playing the Eagles. Bills are against I like on the road at the Steelers, right? Oh no, Bills are no.
That was last
Bills
week.
are against the Bengals. The Bills are home against the Bengals. No, I think you go with Chargers. Why is that the choice?
I can't go Joe Burrow. You don't want to face Burrow?
No, I don't want to face Burrow, but I also
you probably
I don't want to.
should. But geez, you can't play a defense against the Eagles.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
That's the ultimate. What the frig?
Is there no one else? Can you not get like the Colts?
Pick somebody
or some
up.
Hey, tight end.
The Commanders.
Tight end. Strange or Kincaid?
Strange.
Right,
Strange has the perfect tight end matchup.
This is my own one, Geek, because you got me loading up on running backs. With Hampton coming off IR and maybe Trey Benson, I got to lose 2 of these. I got Hampton, Benson, David Montgomery, Gentry, Chase Brown, and Judkins. I got to lose 2 of them.
Well, Gentry.
Yeah.
I'm dropping. No, Janty. He's Ashton Janty. We're not dropping. We're dropping.
Oh, yeah, what am I saying? Ashton Genty.
No, Judkins. Genty. Yeah.
Oh, you said Gentry. I'm like, Gentry.
Oh, Genty.
Yeah, he's going to figure out who that was.
Genty.
Montgomery. First of all, we're dropping Trey Benson. The guy is still not practicing.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. Based on who you have, I'm not dropping him. I still need to hold on because I got nothing. But that strong team of running backs, you can get rid of Montgomery. You can get rid of Trey Benson. You're holding Omarion Hampton. Even if you don't start him this week, you're holding him. And
I don't want to give him to other teams.
What's that?
I don't want to give other teams a good running back. That's the problem.
Well, I can't help that part. I mean, you got if you
what do you want the guy to do?
Too, I don't think Montgomery is that good. Like I'm good to drop Montgomery. He has not been had. Yeah, he hasn't had big games. Yeah, and then Trey Benson for sure. Trey Benson,
or Gentry.
It's not clear that he will play.
He's got a lot of upside, Gentry. I like the kid.
Yeah.
Which is Gentry, new slot game for Parks. My God.
What are we talking about?
Oh, man. I got
Cuz with that
chicken
one.
parm cooked. I can't think right.
Hang in 1 second, buddy. We are in OT overtime in the city. Make sure that you are following us from wherever you're at, whatever platform, whether it's Xfinity, whether it's Roku, Samsung, all the places. You find us at YouTube, right? And like and subscribe. We appreciate it. As always, the Geek with us. All right, Geek.
I got one more. Tight end this week. Someone's got 3. They need 1. They got Ertz, Goddard, and Mark Andrews.
Man, they're all the same guy. Ertz, they're all the same guy, right? I'm sure you guys noticed too, the new enthusiasm for AJ Brown targets has come at the expense of Dallas Goedert on the Eagles. He's just not being used as much. They're absolutely force feeding Brown and Smith. So I don't think I'd start Goddard there. The other choices were
Ertz and Andrews.
yeah.
I'd
Mark
start
Andrews.
Andrews.
Yeah.
The Steelers leaked a lot of yards to the tight end.
The Ravens offense looks bad though.
Huh?
But they're gonna have to score. I like Andrews just got paid, by the way.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews, $39
I like
million.
Andrews a lot, actually. I like that.
Because you think after you get a $40 million contract, do you spend that week prepping for the game, or do you spend that week out at the club, celebrating the 40 mil?
Only you would be at the club. All right. Who do you like this week, DFS?
All right. So game of the week, guys. There's two spots that I'm really focused on, hyper focused on. But game of the week, of course, we've got the Bills at home taking on the Bengals. Oh my goodness, what a matchup. Exciting. 53.5, but the total's going up. It was 52.5 yesterday.
What's the weather?
53. It must be good because the total is going up. So the only reason that happens is because weather reports are coming in and things look good. So right off the bat, hyper focused on Josh Allen as a standalone play. Josh Allen, by the way, does not need to be correlated with a wide receiver. It's not worked. Hasn't worked for 2 years. He's just a standalone guy. I think Joe Burrow on the other side of that game can be combined with Chase or Higgins. So that is a game I want to focus on. On the Bills side, the piece I actually love the most is James Cook. This is the Bengals. They're who you hope for if you're a running back. You want that. You want that opponent.
Could you play Allen and Cook?
I've been really thinking about that.
Usually you can't play a quarterback and a running back, right?
They don't work well together.
Because they don't throw, he don't catch it.
No, it's very rare. He's not a guy that they throw to a ton. I would not do that combination, but I do think that in DFS this week, I would almost lock down that one of those two is going to absolutely smash for 30 plus fantasy points, and you can kind of build your strategy around, all right, if I use Cook, I won't use Allen in this one, but if I don't use Cook, I'll use Allen. So a lot of my non-Josh Allen approaches will be focused on Cook being the one to absorb all the goodness in that one.
Hey, real quick, the game, a good chance of snow, temps in the 20s. The intensity of the snow could see heavy bursts, but a pregame radar check will be more telling.
Yeah, I'm not, because I've got a full approach to how to deal with the weather, and it is 1,000,000%. I just look at the game total. I don't think that I'm a weather guy. I don't know. So what I do is I just look at the game total. And if you start to see that arrow pointing down, that's telling us that the bettors who are spending a lot of money to try to figure it out are thinking that now the weather is elevating to a situation that could affect production in the game, could affect fantasy performance. But I've learned over all these years that unless that game total starts moving in a direction against, a downward direction, to fully ignore weather. I don't care what anybody says. Snow. We all played football in the snow. It's fine. If it's not raining, if it's not windy, usually snow statistically doesn't really affect scoring outcomes. So that's just kind of been my rule of thumb. I say I've thrown in the towel. Just like I'm not a doctor. I don't know what an injury is going to do or how long it's going to last. I'm not a weather predictor. I see this stuff. They tell me it's going to be windy. The game happens. It's not windy. What's going on? I don't trust any of it. The only thing I trust is the game total. So if that game total remains at 53.5, all systems go. Don't even sweat it. Play everybody from that game. But I think actually a little snow condition would help James Cook in my mind.
All right. So Bills, Bengals. What's the other game you like?
Yeah. Couple other spots here that are kind of interesting, right? The Colts-Jaguars game is kind of interesting. I'm just excited to watch it. Really close game. I'm a little surprised. See kind of a weird line where I would expect the Colts to be.
Why?
Really, I hate the Jaguars too. I'm not a fan of Trevor Lawrence at all. I don't think Trevor Lawrence.
I just don't
is
even
good.
like that team. That team just it needs to move.
I do have I do have one great appreciation for the Jaguars. You know, they used to have a GM who would show up in the DraftKings lobby, spending all of the owner's money on head-to-heads that he'd be losing. You know about this story?
No.
The GM of the Jaguars, I don't want to say the name, but this is well known, stole like $20 million and just
he wasn't the GM though. It was somebody else,
or
right?
the assistant, some managerial position.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
no,
team.
yeah. They had somebody that embezzled a lot of money. Yeah, awful.
But he embezzled it on DraftKings lineup. So, you know, he was a known player on DraftKings. That was a known target that people knew about and would look to find his head-to-head matchups because he was always losing. That was a known thing.
That's horrible.
We didn't know it was. No one knew it was being embezzled. So I appreciate the Jaguars for that. Because I'm going to mention one other spot, and you're going to hate it. I saved it for the end. I didn't want you to throw me off the show. I like Tyrod Taylor again at home against Miami. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to get that reaction. I knew it.
Tyrod Taylor again?
Yes. Why not? The guy
He's got Jets goggles on, dude.
I mean,
no, I don't have Jets goggles. I hate the Jets.
Stinks.
I don't care if he's good. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs. I'm saying that I believe that this man can put up 20 fantasy points this week for a very cheap price. Last week, he ran for a touchdown, 44 yards and a touchdown. I think anytime you've got this kind of low cost, so we're talking DFS play now, a low cost quarterback at home, facing an opposing
Well, you can put
defense.
Achane with him, bring him back Achane.
Yes.
Who's awesome.
The first builds that I did this week, I went Tyrod, Adonai Mitchell, Achane. Nice little combo. Build around it. It's a very low cost starting combo that you can't afford Jamar Chase in a lineup if you've got Josh Allen and you're playing all the studs. You've got to work the numbers, and so I don't need a 40 from my 5K or my very inexpensive quarterback.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
listen,
need to get it.
it makes perfect sense. I just like making a face just to make a face.
The face was well deserved. In fairness, it was.
Geekus, you're the man, buddy. We appreciate you as always. DFS Army and the Sharp app. The Sharp app, you download any Apple Store, get wherever you get your apps. Download it. It is the most useful tool for going after props. He's got everything going on. You'll see the best deals from all the books. He is unbelievable. All right? Download it. And then DFS Army, if you want to play any of your fantasy, NBA, football, hockey, whatever. He's got an auto racing, whatever is there.
Nice.
He does it all.
We got NASCAR, cuz. This Brooklyn boy loves NASCAR now. Who knew? Who knew it would ever happen?
You're a NASCAR man?
I love NASCAR.
Wow. That's awesome.
Keep it only left turns.
All right, brother. You're the man. Always. We appreciate it, bud. Thanks, pal.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Gigas Aurelius. Hey, coming up, we got a director. All right. A buddy of mine, Tim Dowling, all right, did a movie. It was shot here. It premieres tonight.
Tonight, yes.
All right. It's called Not for Nothing. Can you get more Philadelphia than Not for Nothing? All right.
No.
That's the title of it. It's shot in South Philly on 9th Street.
Oh,
all right.
Hell yeah. I'm there.
So Timmy's going to tell us about it. It's been a long journey for him. And so stay tuned. Timmy's coming up next in just a minute. All right. Welcome back. Listen, I'm really excited because, we love our local people who do big things, right? That go out into the world and achieve. And obviously, we talk a lot about sports with that, but my love of film and television is really real. So I always love to support our local filmmakers. I have a great, really talented guy. I love this project. It's called Not for Nothing, which is, again, can you get more Philadelphia than that title? Not for Nothing. It's perfect, right? It's perfect. Shot on 9th Street, all throughout South Philly. It's a great story. Tim Dowling is the director. And finally, my man got a break. We got distribution, and the movie debuts tonight. We have a premiere tonight. Timmy, welcome, buddy.
Thanks, Ant. Good to be
What's
here.
up, Tim?
Good to see you, brother. Timmy flew in from L.A. last night.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Got in from LA last night late. Born and raised in West Philly. Went to high school in South Philly. Shot the movie with my buddy Frankie in South Philly. It's been a journey. It's been a marathon. It's been a long time.
A long time, man. It first started. First tell us about tonight and how people can watch it and everything else.
So we've done the festivals. We have distribution. Tonight we're doing a screening at the Bourse Theater, just a one-off event premiere at the Bourse on 4th Street. I think tickets are still available. If you want to come see it.
You guys got to go check it out, man.
Yep, it'll probably sell out, but it hasn't yet. So come through if you want. And then tomorrow, the 5th, Friday, it's out on Amazon Prime, Xfinity, all the cable VODs and a bunch of other VODs, but Amazon Prime and the cable will be the main ones. Global, worldwide.
Yeah,
digital
baby.
distribution. Just click the button. It is transactional. I think it's like $5 or $6.
Yeah,
but
that's great.
Appreciate the support. It's not about the money, so we got to do some numbers to exist.
Listen, it's about the support. Is we need that.
Yeah.
That's the only way that stuff works, man. This is awesome. Finally,
yeah.
Tell us about the journey, when it began.
Frank and I started writing the script in like 2016, 2017, and then started getting more serious about developing it, and then pitching it around in 2018. So it's been forever. It's been years and years and years. And then in 2019, we had raised some money and we were transitioning from development into pre-production. We were looking to shoot it in like December 19, and then it was January 2020, and then I had a baby and we had COVID and we pushed it. We ended up shooting December 2020.
Yeah.
So I think the first day of shooting was December 5th, 2020, and now the release date's December 5th.
Wow. That's cool,
man.
So it doesn't have to take this long. It doesn't normally take this long. My dear friend Frankie passed away.
Yeah.
That was an emotional setback more than anything, but also logistically, like ownership. We had to swap out a lot of music, had music licensing issues. So it took a while. And then I got a gig. I was doing an Olympics project, traveling the world, producing a skateboard documentary. It just took a long time. And you're by yourself, independent film. You don't have the machine.
No.
I have a couple people that have been committed to help. The music and the producers in the back end, like I have a small team that have been, there's no money. Whatever money came and went when we shot the thing.
No, you burned through. First of all, the budget wasn't some big budget.
No. It was very low budget.
Very, very low budget. To do any kind of project like this, it's all going to be low budget. You're not going to make $1, but you're going to do it. It's going to be a calling card, but you're going to do it for the love of making a story, making your story come to life. Tell us about the story.
So the story is a lot of inspiration from Frankie. He was a founder and owner of Connie's Rick Rack.
Yeah. Love Connie's.
So he just had, he grew up in the world and he knew from his father and from the tomato stand and all that. He knew the whole world. But the bar world, like the characters that would come in and out of that bar. So he just started getting inspired and wrote that. And I came to him and I said, Frank, I want to co-write with you. I want to do a modern day mafia. There's never been a modern day Philadelphia mafia movie. And that's what I wanted to make. And he was like, that's not it, Tim. Let's find it. Let's find it though. And so we were like, all right, well, what are like their sons, like the next generation of the guys from like the 90s? What are they up to? Like AJ from Sopranos, like what is he up to? What's the AJ's generation up to when all the dads are, that's over,
right?
Wherever they landed, and it's really a last name and maybe some resources,
Right.
you know, but like an identity crisis. So the crux of the movie is identity crisis about Philadelphia, old Philly, new Philly, gentrification, South Philly's changing, drugs, who's in charge, who's running what, like who's doing what, like there's new weird drugs out that we don't, you know. So the old guard is a little bit like what's going on in our neighborhood, and a young girl overdoses fentanyl. And that's the catalyst for the plot. And then these guys,
and you're on top of that for way early before the crisis.
We were writing this at 18, 17, you know,
and then the
19,
crisis actually hit.
So at the time, we were like, this needs to be put out there for awareness. Now people are more aware of fentanyl, but you know, that's the main plot point. And the movie's really a heart and soul. It's a love letter to South Philly. It's just a gritty tale. It's a fairy tale. And but these guys, they rally the troops and they go looking to figure out what happened to their girl that died. And that goes to this whole other world. And I got my buddy Mark Weber's in it, best friend of mine. We went to Kappa together, Philly High School. I went with Frankie as well. He's a great actor. He's been in a ton of movies. He's a director now too. He plays Bobby Boss, the bad guy, the villain. And he usually plays nice guys. So I wanted to show like,
you give him a little teeth.
We have Lauren Lavera, who's in Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3. She's in it. Mike Bash, Mike Gambino. I got a Gambino. So I did. And a bunch of other local great. Peter Patrikios, who's a gem of an actor from Philly, who was just in Task. He got in Task from being seen in Not for Nothing. Jeremiah, as a friend of mine, saw Not for Nothing, and Peter in Task.
I love Jeremiah. He's
so
terrific.
Great. But Peter Patrikios is incredible in this film. So I really want everyone to go check it out tomorrow on Amazon or come tonight to the Bourse, but see Peter Patrikios' work. But it's an ensemble. The whole cast was up there. The whole cast had to lift each other. Michael McFadden and Nick Lanciano, Danny Donnelly. Like the whole cast is incredible. Everybody's great.
That's awesome, man. That is so cool.
Which was important to me. That was a strength. That I'm an actor first, and then I transitioned into producing, directing, writing. And so I work with the cast. The acting has to be the highest standard. Like, and that's it. And that came through. It's shot well. Cinematography's there. I mean, it's not without its flaws. We made it for dirt cheap.
Listen,
all the challenges.
I mean, we know how. Listen, it's hard. Like you're not coming in with big crews and shutting down streets and everything else. Like you're doing this.
Well, that's another reason why I love shooting in Philadelphia. You don't need. I don't need to do that.
No, it is.
I know how to move.
It's funny because it's my passion. I have a bunch of projects out that's being looked at. And the city, showing our city, it's so underutilized as a tool. Like I love what, Brad and Brad Inglesby and Jeremiah Zagar are doing. And it's awesome. And it's great, but it's a lot of, Delaware County and around the city itself has so many ghosts and so rich. It's got everything, like, from the neighborhoods to Center City. Like, it's got such rich texture, and it needs to be seen, So I'm excited about how it's going to look. And seeing the brick. Like that red Philadelphia brick is awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love shooting here. I want to keep shooting here.
Did you try and pitch this story around LA? And are they like weird about Philly stories?
They don't get it.
Right.
No. They're not weird about it. They just don't get it.
Right.
And especially on the Los Angeles side, like executives over in LA, like they don't know the difference between Brooklyn and Philly. Right. It's all one thing to them. Like the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you want to
make... They can't differentiate from Baltimore.
No.
Which is his own, very similar, row houses and neighborhoods and, right? But we know how different it is, right? They don't know. They just know Boston.
They do know Boston, but no, they don't even care. They just want to know who's in it. They just need a name. They just need a celebrity in it. They're like, who's in it?
Right.
You got to attach some big name, and ultimately, we got our investors here in Philly. It's all Philly made.
Oh, nice.
We Frank and I lived in LA together. We both moved back, so we were both living here on the East Coast. Came back for it. Oh boy,
smells good. That does smell good.
Could eat it.
Little Michelangelo.
We did a thing.
I heard.
You know the whole story.
The whole talk of the town right now.
Shut up.
Talk of the town.
Shut up.
How excited Jamie is to me. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Oh man, that looks nice.
That looks good.
Ooh, it does smell good. That nice Michelangelo's.
I'm not eating that.
No, look at it. It's horrible. Are you kidding me? It's everything. It's the smell. It's bad airline food. It's not even airline food.
It does smell nice.
No.
A little
Smell is
I need
making
some
me
bread to
sick.
dip into that
Kinda
sauce.
does
into
smell
that
pretty
gravy.
good. I would eat that.
It's making me sick already. I'm not eating that. I'm sorry. I'll eat the egg.
You gotta take a bite of it, dude.
I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you're doing it.
I didn't do anything. Bro brought it in.
Timmy is trying to tell the story.
Yeah.
So go ahead, buddy.
So
what does this ultimately mean for you?
Yeah. I mean, it's my first film as a director. You know, the egg has landed, the parm has landed, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna write and direct again. I got produce all the time. I'm in LA. I'm back and forth. I'm working. I'm here, and I'll do another. But ultimately, this is the crossing of a finish line. This is the final phase of this marathon.
Done, dude.
Yeah, and seeing it all the way through.
Done, man.
Like, it's been done for a minute, but I had to get it out.
Yeah,
and now it's not mine anymore.
It's
now
not
I get it to the
done
world
until it's out.
Yeah,
it's not done.
I had to see it through, and I had to do it for Frank, and I had to do it for myself, and I had to do it for everybody
Yeah,
that
I
works
can't
on
believe
it.
Frankie
Like,
passed too. Like that's.
you know, it was years ago, but the whole cast and crew, every department, they busted their butts. Like they put in work, like to make it good. The costume people, everybody, the makeup people, like they put in work, like you know,
real work.
and it really deserves to be seen, and that it wasn't, and that it was not for nothing.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
I love full circle, man. Listen, let's hook up social media wise too.
Yeah.
Let's get it out there. Let's try to get this thing seen. It's a great Philadelphia story. Great Philadelphia guy.
He's repping
All
the
right.
Recky design shirt today.
Jimmy G.
JSP.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so good, brother. I'm so happy for you, bro. Really.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
happy,
it.
man. This
Appreciate
is
it.
so
Yeah, man.
great.
Congratulations.
Not for nothing. Everybody's got to see it. All right. Everybody's got to watch it. We got to support.
Yes.
Right. Like that's the one thing we support our young athletes. We got to support our creative people, our filmmakers, our writers. I mean, it's a big deal. So thank you. And you're going to love it because it's Philadelphia. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you know, it's going to be great. He's talented. All right. Talented guy. So I'm very proud of him.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate
Timmy,
it.
great stuff, man.
Not
Great
for
stuff.
nothing movie. Not for nothing movie at Instagram. Not for nothing movie.com. That's where you get all the links. Go live.
Not
tomorrow.
for nothing.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing movie.com. I love it, bro. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks, guys.
congratulations, man.
Appreciate it.
You're the man, pal. Don't go anywhere. Hang out outside for a minute.
All right.
Like
Try not to throw up.
I'm gonna throw up right on his hat.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Oh, the moment everybody's waiting for.
Shut up.
Woo, it's here.
It's here.
finally arrived.
The time is here.
It's got nice spaghetti underneath
Look
it.
at that.
Shell fell in.
Oh man,
Dude, this is gonna be great.
like grandma's house.
Oh man, can we get a close up of it? Can you show us the plating, please?
Dude, seriously.
Cool. You know,
Everybody wants to sing.
I'm
Everybody's here
quality,
for
I'm doing
this.
quality control on it here. Let's see what it. Make sure it's decent before.
Yeah,
you
give it a nice taste. Ah, yeah. Warm.
Oh,
Temperature good.
Temperature.
Flavor.
Oh, man,
You know,
it's just like
sauce. The
just
sauce
like
good.
Nona used to make. It's delightful. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, man. All right.
Oh, man.
So what are we doing first?
Like
The
a good
egg and then the
Sunday-
parm?
good
Or we
Sunday
do?
meal.
The egg.
All right.
Go near
All right,
that.
Rock's going with the raw egg.
That is a raw egg in that.
Oh, the raw egg is.
This is a free-range, organic, pasture-raised egg.
This is
as
for-
good as it gets.
So this was in response to our big brothers, big sisters.
Yes, our generous
appreciate
listeners.
it.
$750 was
Throwing
raised
down a raw
to
egg,
watch you eat this chicken parm and to suck back that
This was
egg.
like $400-500 a chicken.
That was a $500 chicken parm.
All right, so
It was the raw egg.
I could have been a contender.
I'm getting out of the way. I'm getting out of the way.
All right, the raw egg first.
Oh, yeah, Rock. Yeah, Rock.
Oh.
Hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to throw it back with some coffee.
Put it down with the chicken parm now.
Let's do an Americano with my raw egg.
Eggs and coffee.
Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Then the main meal. The main meal.
that is gross.
Oh, yes. Now, the main meal.
I can't even look at this.
Come on, dude. That's a nice piece. Yeah.
Oh, man. Like,
More than that.
Come on, be a man.
nice big
Eat your
piece.
chicken parm. That's delightful, yes. It's comfort food.
there you go. There you get a nice big piece.
Dude, he's taking a piece like it's
Spaghetti.
like a little baby piece.
I did a
what is that?
week.
That's
Come
weak.
on, dude.
You gotta
That's
get a
a
nice
baby piece.
chunk.
Full fork. Get some of that nice
Yeah.
spaghetti in
If
there,
you
too.
cut it.
Yeah, get some of that nice spaghetti.
That's homemade quality gravy right there.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
is. That's all day on the pot
Oh,
on
look at that
Sunday.
red gravy.
Yes. It's got a good texture to it. Little bounce back as you put the knife through it.
Oh, yeah.
That nice
Look at that.
microwave rubbery texture to it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's Michelangelo's frozen chicken parms, all right.
Oh.
He can't even cut it.
It's so bad. It's
Just-
so exciting.
You got a fork?
Yeah, there's a fork right there.
Here it is. Oh God, the smell's awful.
Oh my God, you're crazy. K-Red's booing you. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. Yeah. Look at that. Woo. Nice. Look at that. Yeah.
You did it.
Bless the kids. Bless the kids. We got a super chat. Frank Barber wants to know which is worse, the raw egg or chicken parm.
Parm. Oh. I still can't swallow it.
Come on, throw it down.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Hey, we got a chat jingle, too, we can throw up.
Mm-hmm.
I need
Don't
something.
throw up.
I need something to
You want,
cool the taste.
you want some of my chai latte?
You're a freak.
All right, here's the jingle the chat got. Work, chat. Nice work with the generosity the other day. You guys crushed it. Yeah. We were second highest. Eagles beat us, but we were still second highest. Nice work.
The Eagles beat us?
Yeah, they had someone drop $1,000.
Wow.
I think for Bo's
way.
number.
We went first. We set the tone.
I think
Yeah.
they
You
won a
guys,
Bo's.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
I love you guys, man.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I'm going to go throw up. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a great day. And tomorrow, please, Stateside Live for the I'm still feeling queasy.
I can't wait to
Stateside
eat.
Live for the draw party. Make sure you hang with us. Okay? Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Go.
We all silly like the mayor.